Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Secrets of Eldruma from Laugh Out Lore. We will be starting here in just a few minutes. A couple of announcements. Our channel points have changed. We're also no channel points on one-shots, and it is up to the DM's discretion if they want to do channel points throughout their episode. So we will make that announcement before each stream. Channel points... Certain channel points will actually, I will do. Random encounters, I will not do today. There's a reason for it. But all the others are okay to be done. If you have someone to raid, you can spend 3,000 channel points. Send me their username in the chat. Only can be used once per session, obviously. And we will raid that person at 11 p.m. Eastern. That is when we end. No, 10? When do we end?
11 your time.
11,
10,
yeah.
9 my time.
Oh, it's been a day. Yeah, so with that in mind, we open up to where we left off, where Dragoon, Traka, and Bjork are hiding in an alley after Bjork stole a shield. Traka did a magic trick and busted a bunch of charcoal dust to make a poof. The guy got it in his eyes, and they were able to escape. Sharkbait was left alone in the shop, acting like there was nothing wrong, and he had no idea what was happening. So, with that, we open up to Dragoon. What are you wanting to do today?
I would like to head back to the brothel and speak to the mistress. I have a few questions that I want to ask her.
All right. It does take you a little bit of time to get there, but you ask around. Go ahead and roll a charisma check. Just general charisma.
Oh, charisma. Yeah, that's an 8.
It takes you quite a bit of time, a little longer than you actually anticipated, but you do eventually find your way there. You go in and you see a nice elven lady. It is not the mistress that you are familiar with, but it is someone. She is very nicely dressed. She is behind the counter, and she welcomes you in with a smile. What do you want to do?
I walk up and ask her if the madame is in right now.
She looks at you curiously and says, "Who am I supposed to tell is here to talk to her?"
Dragoon is here to speak with her. She'll... Oh, God. Hopefully she'll remember me.
She nods, just kind of, courteously. Still a little bit of look of confusion because she's never seen you before. But she disappears in the back, comes back a few minutes later and says, "She'll be right out. Have a seat."
Okay.
And there's a nice little cushiony area, probably the waiting room for girls to be opened up and get cleaned up. So you make yourself at home. There's nice bottles of water just laying around. There are little finger foods laying on the table, to get your energy up for the night ahead for normal customers. But after a few minutes, the mistress comes out and she says, "Oh, Dragoon, nice to meet you. Follow me." She opens the curtain and has you walk through. You follow her to her quarters, and her office quarters is also her seemingly bedroom. It is very nicely well done. Looks to be probably the biggest room in the house or the building itself. It is located in the very back. You've passed many rooms with open doors, a lot of frolicking going about, a lot of noise. But the hallways are very clean. They are lit by magic torchlight, no flames. And you go in, and she sits down on the bed, and she pats down. She goes, "What can I do for you?"
I know you've had this...
Weirdest gynecologist ever.
Don't worry, I'll get to that here in a bit. Out of character. I started off with asking how her day was and that, trying to make just a little bit of chit chat to
She
start it off
she
with.
goes with the small talk for not very long. She goes, "I have some appointments. I'm guessing you're not here to discuss the weather."
No, I am not. I'm actually here to discuss. I. It's hard to explain. More or less, I'm looking for my dad. The reason I come to you is you have seemed to meet a lot of people. Maybe he stopped by here or something. I caught wind of word through the grapevine that there might be another dragonborn like me here in
Same
town.
colors.
Same colors, yes, but our I don't know if you've seen the breath attacks or our breaths or not.
I've seen many things. Let me ask around. Do you mind waiting here for a minute?
No, that's fine.
Uh, she points to a little shelf, and on the shelf there is very well made pint glasses, like very fancy pint glasses, and she has a barrel of ale, and she kind of points to it. She goes, "There's some ale. If you would prefer wine, we have wine over here." And she points to a decanter full of red wine. She says, "If you'd like anything else, just simply ask for it. We'll be happy to help." And she walks out of the room. While you're in there and while she's away, would you like to do anything?
Go over and grab a glass of wine first because she offered.
Okay. You pour yourself a nice glass of wine. You kind of swirl it around a bit and take a sip. It is very nice wine. It is a dry wine, but it is very nice. It is very well made. You could tell it's probably pretty expensive. Um, as you take a couple sips, a couple girls come in, look at you, turn around, and immediately leave. But eventually she comes back in and she says, "Sorry about that. A couple of the girls had to see what you look like. I hope that wasn't too intrusive."
No, just they gave me a funny look as they walked away, though.
Yeah,
But
we don't see many multicolored dragonborn. So whenever I mentioned it, they had to see for themselves, and it panned out. One of the girls was actually had seemingly your father. He never gave a name. After our sessions, we always have a cool down period where we just sit and cuddle with our customer and we just talk. And this is how many of my girls get information. He didn't say much, but he did talk about going to the Harpy Coast.
the Harpy Coast?
Yep. Harpy Coast.
What level are you guys?
3.
Oh,
Okay.
He didn't say much else other than that, just that he was sailing towards the Harpy Coast. I myself am not familiar with that area. But while you are here, we did get some correspondence for one of your teammates, a Traka, captain of the 501st.
Ah, yes, Captain.
She hands you a box, and it is tied with a very nicely done ribbon. And he says, she says, "Make sure this gets delivered to him, please."
Yes, ma'am.
The box itself is it's a very plain box, but she did decorate it with a ribbon. When you try to tug on the ribbon itself, the tie does not undo. But it is very well made, and it is approximately the size of a shoebox. What we know as a shoebox. Someone is
Okay.
enjoying something.
It's Alex, I think, not muted.
what happened?
Someone is laughing in the
Somebody-
background.
Somebody got freaked out.
That would be incorrect.
Oh, my granddaughter. It's mine. It's my house.
Oh,
I'll mute my mic.
Dragon, she sits with you for a couple more minutes, seemingly waiting to see if you have anything else to say.
Um, ask her how many Dragonborns she's been with, or does she have any Dragonborn females? As I should rephrase.
We do have Dragonborn females. I do not discuss numbers.
Okay.
But we do have 3 Dragonborn ladies. We have a red, a black, and a white.
7.
I'd like to meet the black.
She nods towards you, Courtly, and says, I can arrange that. She's currently with someone, but maybe check back tomorrow, and
You what?
we can set something up.
Okay. That would be actually very lovely.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh.
So it is a date. Come back tomorrow anytime. I'll make sure she's available.
Thank you very much. And thank you for the information.
Easy.
I greatly appreciate that.
No
It's
problem.
kind of odd when you walk around as a multicolored dragonborn and don't know why.
It is odd, but very intriguing.
I've been told that actually quite a bit lately.
It is very
So-
unusual to see a multicolored dragonborn. And from what I've heard already, one that spits acid.
I pull out a little vial of my acid and I set it on the table. And I look at her and I go, so how'd you hear about that?
Our girls have deep ears.
Hmm. Giggity.
We have ears everywhere. And I'm pretty sure you recently bought some flasks from a certain person who may have been a little interested in knowing a biological agent of acid is coming from a multicolored dragonborn. None of
Yeah, he
which
did
are the
seem-
color of an acid dragon.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure all that out myself. That's kind of why I'm looking for this other colored multi-dragon to see pretty much what happened.
She nods and smiles. She goes, well, if that is all, I have some appointments to keep. And she stands up and kind of waves her arm out to follow her out the door.
And I follow right with her.
All right. So you head out, and she opens the front door of the establishment and nods towards the gal up front behind the desk, and says, "He'll be back tomorrow. Make sure that Eldra is ready for him. He will be back sometime." She says, she nods
I
and
bow.
hurries back, and seemingly to portray that information. And she says, "Don't forget tomorrow, and this one will be on the house."
I bow to her and I thank her and apologize for taking up her time, but thank her for the information and that, and tell her I will be back tomorrow. And I don't know what to say to her for the hospitality that she has been showing.
All right, and she smiles and closes the door, and you, I guess, you go back to where everybody was in the marketplace
With a pep in my step
with a pep in your
and
step.
a bowl in my pipe.
All right. So, Dragoon comes back up to you guys. He's been gone for quite a while, so let's backtrack a little bit. Bjork and Traka, you see Dragoon just head off. No idea where. But he is hurriedly stepping away. What are you guys doing?
We're running away with the stolen shield, aren't we?
I think Bjork pulled you into
'Cause
an alley.
I smoke bombed the merchant
Yeah,
guy
you
with
did.
the charcoal dust.
Yep. And it got in his eyes and he started choking. Yeah.
Okay.
But I know you guys
I
ran
guess.
and then Bjork pulled you into an alley.
Okay, I have to wait until we overnight to go back to get my
Yes.
staff and whatnot, right?
Yeah. And you guys, thinking back, you remember that you need to go to Tychus's tower. About this time, Malak is likely to be heading your way. with his arm in a cast.
What'd you do to your arm, big guy?
I'm gonna go ahead and explain to him that when I was in jail, fucked my arm up. Now I just got it all bandaged up.
Why don't you just heal it?
Well, kind of let it go for a little too long, and I couldn't heal it with the capabilities of magic that I had. I had to go see an actual doctor.
Alex, can you get a little closer to the microphone, please?
Is that better?
It's about the same.
Hold on. Better?
That's a lot better. Thank you.
Well, I'm trying to check because I don't have a microphone jack in this phone.
Oh, right on. So
I know that doesn't work.
it wasn't so much as a time issue, like it was a long time. It was more that the fracture that you had tore through muscle. He was able to the doctor was able to set the break and cast it up, but the damage to your muscles need to heal, which is why it wasn't much of a time issue. It was more of the type of fracture you had.
Can I give him a good old slap in the top of his arm and say, "You'll be all right, big guy"?
Yeah, roll a strength check.
Right in the wound.
Let's see how hard you hit him.
That is a 10.
Not super hard.
Just
it is
hard enough to feel it.
Yeah, you feel it. You feel it pretty well, but it's not like excruciating pain.
So I'm just going to kind of wince a little bit and be like, God damn it, Kraka.
Little turtle tears fall down on his face. Yeah. So what do you guys want to do? Bjork, you are holding a shield on your arm, if I remember correctly, because you have one on your back already.
Yeah, I've got one on my back and one on my arm.
Yep.
The new one's on my arm.
We got a
I'm
cool
going
shield,
to
bro.
yeah, I'm gonna look at Truck and be like, hey man, I took a little time, but I finally got you a shield.
No, dude, that's your shield. Don't you remember?
My shield.
Yeah, that's your shield. You really wanted a new shield.
No, man, we were trying to get you a new one.
We did get you a new one.
Roll a
Can I,
persuasion deception check, Traka.
Yeah.
And then
That's a 17.
Bjork, roll a insight with disadvantage. Because you are still very drunk.
Yeah. Ooh, it was 2 11s.
Oh, nice.
14.
You believe him.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on and
I'm
be
gonna
like,
look
you
around.
said you'd feel a lot safer with an extra shield. I mean, you can
I'm
cover
gonna
your
look
head
around
and
for
your
a-
body at the same time.
I'm gonna look around for a place to stow the second shield.
If I remember correctly, Sharkbait needed a shield, like out of character. He was asking for a shield at the very end of the.
No, I know.
Okay.
And then fucking Dillyweed here
Yep.
convinced me that I needed a
wanted to
second
get-
shield, I
That's
guess.
true.
I wanted to give Sharkbait the shield that I have.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so you can hand it to him. He's not here right now, so I don't know what's going
Oh,
on.
okay. Well, in that case, as I'm looking around for a place to stow away my shield, I realize, like, I already fucking have a shield. And I'm going to hand this one to Malak.
Okay, cool. Malak, you have a shield that you cannot use unless you are holding no weapons, because you only have one arm to use.
I'm going to look at Bjork very seriously. I'm going to look down at my arm, look up at Bjork, look down at my arm, look up at Bjork, and be like, fucking seriously, dude.
Be like,
I'm
well,
gonna slap him in the arm again. Good on you, buddy.
Another strength check.
as he's holding that shield, I'm gonna look at it and go,
That's
Yeah.
a 14.
it's a good fit.
Yeah, it's a little harder.
Maybe
That was a
block
little
your arm
painful.
next time.
Yeah, use the shield to block it.
Nylar, about this time, you were with them a little bit, but you were kind of hanging back with Sharkbait in the shop, and you guys walk up and you see Malak in a cast. Dragoon, you are still not there yet because you are gone for quite a while. Nylar, you see Malak in a cast, and you see Bjork kind of swaying around a little bit, trying to hand Malak this shield that he can't hold. Yeah, what do you want to do?
Oh wait, he can't pick it up.
He only has one hand, and I'm pretty
His
sure
one
he just
arm's all
hand.
like
Yeah, he's
Yeah, that's fine. I'm trying to slip. I'm
I
trying
can
to
see
slip
Bjork
the
pulling
shield.
his arm up and slipping it on the broken
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
That's kinda
I'm
what I
trying
was-
to slip it over the cast,
yeah.
so he's got some protection on that arm.
I'm just gonna look at Bjork and be like, with my open hand, take it from him and be like, thanks, bud.
We got some kind of a finesse roll that I need to pull off for this, or can I
You know-
just fairly well? I picture it's in a sling, so I'm taking his arm out of the sling for a second and slipping the shield on, and then slipping the sling back over the other side, so the shield definitely stays on
Man,
there.
what? Do a dexterity
Extending
check.
My fucking away.
That'd be like medicine.
No, do a dexterity check with disadvantage. And depending on how low or high you roll, will depend on how painful this is going to be.
I'm gonna look at Traka, and I'm gonna hold my hand out. There's nothing in it, but I'm gonna go hold my beer.
Okay. Do you grab the imaginary beer, Traka?
Oh, yeah, what? Hold on. Okay.
All right, that's a 14 with 2 for 16 on Dex.
With a disadvantage?
At disadvantage.
Oh,
The first
damn.
was an
Okay,
18
that's
roll.
actually pretty good. Malak, it is still very uncomfortable, but he is able to wrap your arm into the buckler that he stole. It does have leather straps on the back, so he's able to like squeeze it in there. It's a little tight because you have a cast.
And I'm gonna be like, there, see, now it's protected. Traka, try and hit him
I'm
again.
like, there you go, and smack the shield.
Roll a strength check. Because now
So
you are
this is
jarring.
going on just
That's
before
a
he smacks
14.
me. I'm gonna look up at Bjork and be like, dude, the fucking arm hurts. Come on.
With a 14
That's why we need to
again,
protect it.
you do still feel this. You're not taking any damage, but damn, these fuckers are making you very uncomfortable.
Bjork, I'm
I'd
gonna
like
look at Traka and get my beer back.
Here you go, buddy.
I'm
Hand it
gonna
back to him.
start just taking this fucking shield off and looking at him and be like, by the way, where the fuck did you guys get this at?
That's Bjork's other shield. He wanted to.
I
Yeah.
found it.
I'm gonna look at him and just very seriously be like, all right, cut the bullshit. Where'd you get it from?
He gave me this spiel about having a second shield in battle, and it was very convincing. So we went and found him a second shield. I'm gonna roll deception on that.
Is that really how okay, I don't remember, so you can tell me whatever.
That's a
I guess.
16
Brandon,
for
what do you want me to roll
deception.
for a counter to his deception?
Insight.
I'm just going with
Bjork-
it here.
Bjork rolled shitty on my insight, so I'm going with it too.
All right. That's a 19 plus 6 for 25.
Ooh, yeah. You don't believe shit. That is some bullshit coming out of his mouth right now.
I smoke bombed a merchant, and he ran off with the shield. We left
Did he
Shark
get the
Cave.
shield off?
Like, all right, here's what we're going to do.
Wait, were you trying to remove the shield, Malak?
Yeah, did you get it off?
Yeah, I'd like to roll a dex to get that shit off or whatever I need to roll.
It depends how you want to do it. If you want to do it carefully, it'll be a dexterity check. If you want to just force it off, it's going to be a strength check. It is very tight against the cast. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, you've got a big fucking
either way
arm, man.
going to be at disadvantage.
Yes, it will
I
be.
want to persuade him to leave
Okay.
it on. I feel like it's a good idea since you can't use your arm
No.
anyway to have an extra shield.
I'm gonna look at
I already
Traka
know
and I'm
the
gonna be like,
difference.
"Hey, bro, let me borrow your shield real quick."
It goes back to that
So-
whole double shield talk. Wink.
Yeah.
wink.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab
like,
Traka's
alright,
shield.
I'm
So
rolling dex.
I've got a shield on my back. I got a shield on my arm. I'm gonna pull out. I think I have a short sword. Let me
All
let me
right,
double check.
Malak,
here.
go ahead and roll. If you're going to remove it, regardless of Traka's advice, roll dexterity or strength, both at disadvantage.
Okay, I'm gonna roll dexterity.
Okay.
Oh shit! Hold on, I just exited
Shit,
my
hold
character.
on.
While he's rolling it, I don't have a short sword, but I've got a dagger, so I'm gonna stand there with shield on one arm and dagger in my hand and another shield on my back, and I'm gonna
Wait, where'd
do
you get
some
this
kinda
extra shield from?
duck it.
He's borrowing
I-
mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
I
borrowed
missed that.
Chaka's.
Sorry.
So
Okay, so
I'm
at
just kind of ducking
disadvantage-
around, like, see, two shielded
Hey.
fighting.
Really bought into the whole 2 shield kid.
At
Um,
disadvantage, the first one was 16, the second one was 17, both of them plus one.
Okay. You are able to remove it, but it is very painful to the point where you actually scream out in pain because you doing it yourself, even though you rolled decent, the DC is pretty high. And you see, or as you scream out, and you all hear this, except for Dragoon because he is still not there yet. You see an elf run towards you. He's dressed in a robe, likely very light. Tom, would you like to introduce your character?
No, not really, because I suck at that part. But okay. No, I really do. I'm not really good at this, guys. So I mean, maybe that's one of the reasons I was gotten rid of. But whatever.
Hey man, we're not all good at everything. You rock.
If you've ever listened to the show, none of us are very good at this.
I don't know. It's,
Hi, my name's Jock.
no,
I play an elf whose name is
Arcadian.
Arcadian.
Wait, hold
So-
up. Did you bring the Scorpion King in this bitch?
Maybe. So Arcadian, you actually hear in an alleyway someone screaming. It sounds like a scream of pain. And being a cleric, you do feel entitled to help those in pain. So you run over there and you see this turtle fidgeting with an arm and a shield, and he's pulling it ever so slightly, but he starts to scream in pain as he does free it. And you see a cast on his arm. What would you like to do?
Laugh? No, just kidding. I rolled a suck 'em up. No,
There's nothing stopping you from laughing.
no, I know. I'm an asshole, guys. Sorry. So, let me get into the. It's been a while since I played, guys. So let me see. I don't think I freaking. So there's what is going on again here? He's got what going on?
He is in pain. He ripped off a shield from his on his arm that is casted. It looks like someone had put a cast on it. It
And
looks
you see
very
Bjork
recent.
trying to convince him of this new two-shielded fighting technique.
Yes, there's an orc like
Yeah, and you see an orc that has two shields that is trying to maneuver a half orc, and then you see another half orc just like laughing at Bjork's attempts. You see a gnome just standing, looking around like, what the fuck's happening? And then Sharkbait is somewhere else.
he's still
And
in the tent with the
did I
guy
see him
we
walk
stole
up
the
to
shield
us?
from.
Roll a perception check with disadvantage mainly because you're playing with shields.
At disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna roll 3 times.
Man, I
Ni-
don't.
19, 15, and 14. With 17 total.
Yeah, you do see him. You see
Bear with me here, okay? Sorry, I'm trying to.
You're fine, man. We're just RPing right now. You see an elf walk up as you're maneuvering your different shields in different directions, trying to master in just a few minutes two shield fighting.
I'm gonna move over to him with the 2 shields,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be like, hey, elf man, attack me. And I'm still just kind of waving these things around, like,
All right. About this time, I would say Dragoon is walking up with a pep in his step. Nylar, you see Dragoon coming in from the crowd. Nylar, we've not heard from you, so let's go to you real quick. What are you doing?
I'm just sitting here watching these buffoons smack fucking shields around.
Nylar, go ahead and roll a perception check.
So while you guys are all really
That's what I was trying to pull up.
worried about what I'm doing, why don't you let me help your friend there?
Well, don't worry about me. I'll get you
But
here next one.
for that, I have to walk over to him.
Mm-hmm. So you walk over to
So I'm gonna
Malak.
so I'm gonna walk over to him and I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on him.
So you reach out and you
So
grab his arm. And
you just walked right past the orc that.
oh yeah, he just walked straight past you. Plus, Malak wasn't
I'm-
exactly behind you.
Yeah, I'm still doing my
Yeah.
moves. Malak, look.
Nylar.
Mm-hmm.
19.
Nylar, behind you smells funky. And it seems to be coming from your backpack.
I'll check my backpack.
As you open your backpack, you inhale and just the smell and taste of shit hits you so hard. And there, smashed within some of your belongings, is little monkey turds that have probably been there for quite a while.
Copy that. So, which one of you little shits put monkey shit in my bag? Can I roll an investigation?
Well, you can roll an insight to see who looks guilty.
As he says that, I'm gonna pause my two shielded combat real quick and just point over to the elf, and then go back to my two shielded combat.
Okay.
Oh, that's an unnatural 20.
So,
All right.
okay,
hold
catch
on.
me up. What are we doing? Where are we at?
Hold on. Anthony, Chaka, roll a performance to see if you can keep a straight face. You're muted.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah, you do not know. Everyone seems to be unaware of what has happened to your backpack.
Bro, what's wrong with your bag?
So in that case, I'm gonna take the throwing axe and throw it at the monkey because I assume it's him.
Okay. The monkey does have its own stats now. So
yeah.
you would need to throw it with disadvantage because you're all pretty close.
And he can strike back.
Yeah, and he can fight back.
I mean, I could just smack the monkey, or I'm gonna pull it out and intimidate the monkey. Let's not attack the monkey. I will intimidate like I'm going to.
Like a
But
fake
I'm
throw?
not.
Got it. Roll intimidation.
Brendan,
Like
That
I'm
was
gonna,
level
like, I'm gonna
2.
just, I'm gonna like, I'm gonna bluff him.
All right. Roll up per. It'd still be intimidation.
Intimidation.
Yep.
Well, that's what I'm doing. That's a 19.
Roll for Walter.
Roll for Walter.
No, not for you. Not you, Anthony. I can't.
Is that a nat 20?
Again, yes.
Not 20. He doesn't even
Walter.
flinch.
Walter
In
says,
fact, yeah, Walter kind of like,
pops his wings up, and he's like,
yeah.
Fuck it. Butt stroke the monkey.
he's gonna bite you then.
Bring it on, monkey man.
Roll for an attack, both of you.
were you able to take a look at that, Brendan?
Yeah, it looks fine. We'll have to discuss some stuff after.
Right. Because like I said, I've
Yeah.
really always had you guys' help before. So
Yep. For now, it's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and send you a link, Tom, to add it into the campaign so I can see a closer look.
Nice. Okay.
And as this fight is happening, I'm going to switch over to Malak really quick. Malak, the elf that walked up and introduced himself as Arcadian touches your arm, and you see a brief glow of light underneath his hand, and you feel your arm start tingling. And all of a sudden, the light goes away, and you're able to move your fingers very easily. And then you rotate your wrist as much as you can in a cast, and there is no pain. You are on mute.
Muted.
I was muted. My bad. I'm gonna look over at this elf who I just met. I'm gonna stick out my good arm and introduce myself to him.
Okay.
And say thank you. And then I'm gonna, in the same breath, I want to use my claws to rip this cast off.
Roll a strength check.
Not a disadvantage, right?
Not anymore, because you're not worrying about hurting yourself.
I mean, he could rip his arm off.
I didn't. I guarantee. That was a 2.
Yeah.
You rip your arm off.
Not quite.
Yeah, we gotta.
It's hanging by a limb.
You try to pull, and you realize this is plaster. Pulling it apart's not going to be easy. But you could probably cut it off.
Does somebody want to come over here and pee on his cast?
I'd say you're able to carefully. You take some time, and you're very careful, and you're able to remove that cast after a few minutes.
Bjork, did I hear the elf suggestion?
No, I didn't actually say nothing.
Yeah, he didn't actually. He walked up and just did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, hold on.
He gets the cast off.
Nylar and Traka, what were your rolls?
Walter rolled a 19 because he has pack tactics
Mm-hmm.
for advantage. So that is his attack is a 19.
That definitely hits Nylar.
I realize I'm a cleric, and I use touch spells and all that. But don't I normally have like some kind of weapon or some shit when I start, though, Brandon?
Yeah, probably. Once you add it in, I can actually check all that. Nylar, what'd you roll?
I rolled a. We're using initiative, right?
No, this is an attack.
Oh, that's gonna be. Is it? It's considered my attack, right? For my throwing axe.
Yeah, it's just non-lethal damage.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell. Okay, there we go.
That's a 23.
Yeah, that hits him too. So both of you roll damage to each other.
1 regular piercing damage and 3 poison damage to Nylar.
One, and
4 total, 3 of it's poison.
ooh, Paul, take 14 points of damage.
Walter, I'm guessing, is unconscious. Not dead, because it's non-lethal. But he strikes him like right in the butt of the fucking face, and Nylar whimpers and goes to sleep.
I step in and say, "That's enough of that, you little. Get back at Bjork's backpack."
I'm going to take out a handful of shit and smear it on Traka.
It is very dry at this point. He did it a while ago.
Fine, I'm going to take a chunk of turds and hit Traka.
Okay.
Roll to hit.
No, I would say since you're pretty close, you're able to toss it at him.
That's a good little thump.
Yeah, it's like boop.
I want your monkey shit in my bag, you dick.
Okay, yeah, he did that a long time ago. I'm pretty sure you did something to him, and he was upset about it.
I think that's actually what happened. Yeah, you pissed off Walter, and he ended up shitting in your bag.
But I haven't even talked to Walter. I haven't talked to Walter in forever.
I know. I think that's how long it's been.
All right. Well, can I roll the animal handling?
it was when Anthony first got him. You did something to him early on, and Anthony was like, "I'm gonna teach him to shit in Nylar's backpack."
Yeah, because he had
Right.
wings.
And
So
he
that
did.
probably means that it's continued happening. And Nylar's
It's been
backpack
about a
is
week.
Walter's toilet.
I didn't try to put that. I don't know why that's in there.
But I
don't
thought me
know
and
how the
Walter
hell
ended
I'll
up
get rid of it.
getting along.
I think you guys got along after, so he's probably not shitting in your bag anymore.
There we go. I got it.
But he
It's
was
week
for a
old
while.
shit.
All right. So with that, you all are together in this alley. Shit
Yeah,
is
and-
literally flying everywhere.
It doesn't. It every time I put it
Nylar.
into my phone.
Yeah, go ahead.
Does monkeys need healing potions?
After he sleeps it off, he'll be back to full health. It was non.
I was going to tend to the monkey after teaching him a lesson.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely give him a potion of healing if you'd like to.
Let's see. Do I have any?
That I do not know.
I don't even know where to find that. Actually,
It's in equipment. Do what?
don't have one.
I'd like to go ahead and cure wounds on Walter.
Okay. Yeah, that would
I don't have one.
that'll immediately bring him up. I think he only has like 10 health.
And
So we'll
as
just say
he's casting his cure wounds, I'm assuming he's using his good arm now. I'm gonna walk up and slip the shield back on his arm.
you didn't have the shield. He still had it somewhere.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
No.
Traka.
Okay. I need to give Traka his shield back.
Yes, you need to give Traka his shield back. Traka, Walter is back alive and fully healthy.
So even when he takes that shield off, then he's got one on his back and another that he's just.
No,
holding.
he gave his original shield to Sharkbait. So now the new
Okay.
shield is probably on his back.
Gotcha.
I'd like to take this new shield that Bjork just handed me and notice that he was kind of being shifty-eyed and trying to fuck with me again. So this time I'd like to take the shield and throw it to him and be like, "Here, shield fighter."
So you hand it back to him?
Yeah, but when I go to do this, I would like to kind of get real close to him and be like, "I know you're concerned about my safety." And just leave it at that.
That's so fucked up right there. Oh wow. Oops, sorry. Can everybody hear me? Can like the
I can hear you.
streaming? Can the streaming hear me?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, we stream live audio.
Nylar.
Yeah, go ahead, Nylar.
Who the fuck's the new guy?
That is pointed towards you, new guy.
New guy.
What are you talking about? You're all new to me.
Elf. I don't know who you are.
I just said my name was Arcadian. You don't
We
have
weren't paying
ears.
attention.
No.
I was busy beating my monkey. Okay.
By the way, what did you do to my monkey?
Oh, I just
He spanked it.
give him a little butt stroke to the head with the axe.
I'm
Well-
Arcade.
Is it just me, or is everybody getting shorter around here? And I act confused and just back away slowly.
Okay. Dragoon, you are walking up on all this. You see a flash of light coming from Malak and the person you've never seen. You see Nylar throwing, bunting Walter in the face with the hilt of an axe. Bjork is being Bjork. What do you do?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I stopped right in the middle of the path of my staff. I'm just like, yeah. Just kind of stand there for a second, and I'm like, all right, let me go see what happens before Traka kills Nylar, and what the hell is Bjork doing, and what the fuck was the light, and who the hell is this guy?
All right.
So first, go up to Nylar and then first, and then move my way down the line.
Okay. Go ahead.
Suggest to everyone, like, hey, we're standing in the middle of an alleyway, fucking around, and looking suspicious. Why don't we go to a tavern and get some food? I'm hungry.
Sorry.
Sorry, I was beating my monkey.
Bjork, I'm gonna walk up to this elf guy, and I'm gonna be like, hey, Iron Bladia, this is your shield now. And I'm just gonna set it down and walk up. Follow Dragoon.
All right. An Arcadian.
Did you say Arm Bladia?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Arcadian, you see this half orc who is very, very intoxicated, and through your many times speaking to your god, you do know that you could cure his drunkenness by casting lesser restoration on him if you would like. However,
Not.
that is completely up to you.
I don't know him yet. We'll pass.
Okay.
I just got to out of character throw out that
So
we now
what's with
have
the-
a way of delaying or completely stopping the fucking shenanigans.
Maybe.
Delaying it.
Or does need that shield.
Or pissing him off
We
to the
did
point
steal
because
it
he
for
can't
him.
get drunk because people
So-
keep getting rid of the drunkenness. Either one.
So the shield here, I guess I'm just gonna pick that up and stow that away for a second.
Yeah, so now you have 2 shields. You can actually only carry one on your back. So if you want to
Right.
carry one on your arm and one on your back, you can.
Sure, we're
Okay.
doing that.
So add another shield in. It's just a regular shield.
Okay, hold on. I gotta remember. how to do
Another
this.
one convinced by the dual shield.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
Speed.
sure you saw the quick introduction to the 2 shielded fighting technique.
It's only 5 gold per class if you'd like more. We have the best teacher of this style in the whole world here right now.
So Brandon, I'm not quite sure how to add that in here because, like I said,
Okay. Let me see if I.
We offer really great rates on loans as well.
yeah, we're not. I don't need a loan.
If you would like to borrow 1 platinum, you only have to pay me back 125 gold.
And by the way, as I walk away with Bjork over to the tavern to go find food because I'm hungry, I look at Traka and say in Draconic, I got something for you there, buddy.
I answer, what'd you get
Whoa.
me?
You got to come and find out.
What the hell is this?
I don't know. What the hell is what? I can't see your screen.
My page just totally bleeped out.
Is it starting to be evening and we're going towards Argus's tavern?
I mean, that is completely up to you. You will pass by Tychus' tower.
I'm not worried about Tychus' tower. I want to know if the drow lady is going to be at the bar yet. My Walter sense is going to be tingling or not.
You don't feel any tingle. But that doesn't mean anything. She could still be there.
Bjork, can I suggest that we go to a new bar this time?
I got to go to
No.
Argus's. This could be important.
We're going to go to
Oh.
Argus. Money
Well, that bar
opportunity.
didn't have a dartboard. Plus, we don't have to pay for it there.
Free food.
Free food and beer, and I could use another keg in my bag.
Bjork's like, pay for what? And I'm going to take my imaginary cup over to Traka's bag.
Ale and give him a drink in his imaginary.
It just
Yeah,
splashes
just-
on the ground.
It
Kinda
just
dump it
dumps
on the
into my
ground.
hand and pours all over the place.
Yeah. It just splashes
I'm gonna
everywhere.
I'm going to take a drink.
All right. So you drink your drink out of your little cup hand. Not enough
No,
to.
I was holding a cup.
Yeah, you think you were.
I know.
Yeah.
So
you're
when,
just like,
when he poured it in, it just kind of like,
yeah. You still have a
I'm still
little, so
taking
you're
a
like
drink out
licking.
of my cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So you guys head to Argus's bar, tavern?
I guess.
Are you inviting the new person that healed your friend?
Yeah, because I want to meet him.
I have a
I'll be like,
question.
hey, can you fit in my backpack? Because we know Nylar fits in Bjork, so maybe I should carry you around in mine.
It's okay.
I turn
can
around
go.
and I look at Traka and I go, "Do you really want to test that theory again? Remember what happened last time?"
He said backpack, not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
backpack, not bag of holding.
No, you tried to put someone in the bag of holding. Remember?
Yeah,
That's
but
why I
he
said backpack.
said backpack,
He
not
now-
bag of holding.
Backpack.
He,
Mm.
he now carries the bag of holding in his pocket.
Just bag of beer.
So you, yeah,
There's
basically.
beer.
Beer bag.
So basically, you squat down, Traka, and you're like, "All right, hop in." And
I want to do the really weird, like, talk to short people stance, just kind of bend over and bend my knees. Do you want to ride in my backpack?
Wait, is he short?
he's an elf. He's not short,
What?
but he's shorter than you guys. You
Okay.
half orcs.
Oh, I thought he was tiny like Nylar.
No, he's an elf.
Size.
Yeah,
No,
no,
that's why I
he's
thought
like,
it was funny. As you bend down, you're like talking to his crotch.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, he's like 6 foot.
Hey, little guy.
Some power.
Arcadia's like, what are you? No, you definitely want to ride in your backpack.
All right, Der Lurch. I know that's Alex.
I'll walk.
Who is drawing the face card?
Since it's his first day back, I'm going to be nice to Tom and not make him pull it. But I most definitely want to see what happened when Nylar tries one.
I don't really care.
Fuck, I even knew it was gonna happen.
Nylar, roll a
Nylar has
D100.
missed a couple episodes, so we're gonna leave him the Fates card.
Nylar, roll a D100, please.
I don't even have one of those.
Roll two
It's on the
D10s.
website
I know. That's why I just said that.
somewhere.
He said no
Oh,
encounters,
that
so I made
beautiful
sure to
bean
stay away
footage.
What is it?
That is a 78.
All right. You have a blue card, which means good luck. And it says,
Oh,
this card may be handed to the GM for at any time for the following benefit: advantage on a skill or attack roll. So you have advantage on one skill
make
or
sure
attack
you
roll.
make sure you mark
was
that
just
in your
gonna ask
notes.
that.
Yep. And it will last until you use it. So keep it in your notes.
Here, you need a pen.
Yeah, I need a pen, bro. Hey, thanks.
You know, you got this little thing up there on the D&D Beyond that says notes.
Yeah,
could
you
use
can
that.
also
Bro,
put it in there.
you know me. Do you, Tom? How long have we played together?
All right, so you guys head to Argus's tavern, and you walk in. You actually
my fault,
see
you can't
a
think
few
of
of the
any
street
character.
rats that you saw on the streets, working as like the women are being barmaids, the men are cleaning tables, the kids are just out like bringing out drinks instead of like taking orders. It seems to be very busy, and as you enter, the man who originally stole the merchant's purse comes in and says, "Hey, you guys are back! Welcome back! What can we get for you?"
Bjork, do I see these rats?
They're not rats; they're street rats, as in like street urchins, kids.
Yeah, I know, but do I see them?
Yeah, they're the workers. You see everybody.
I'm gonna turn around to Traka and I'm gonna be like, rats. There's street rats.
Ah, shit.
Kids.
All right, what are you guys
Can
doing?
I hang on. I'm gonna go up to the bar and grab another ale.
Okay. That was Bjork, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna motion to the bartender with my cup. I'm gonna say, "Can I get a refill, sir?"
He looks at you, looks at your hand, looks at you, and sets down a pint.
I'm gonna say, "Okay, I guess mine was dirty. You have to clean it." And I'm gonna pick up the pint. I'm gonna take a drink and walk back over to the other
Roll a
gentleman.
Constitution saving throw.
Fuck. At disadvantage.
Yeah.
Con save. That's 4 with 5 for 9 total.
As you chug back the beer, you lose your balance and you fall backwards, and you are passed out on the
Okay.
floor once again.
In my head, I'm still trying to walk over to the other guys.
Yeah, like you're dreaming about just continuing your day.
Yeah.
But you all see
Kind of
Bjork just
flopping around there, struggling, like, "Oh, hey, guys."
yeah. What are the rest of you
I'm
doing?
Pull out the sheet and the broomstick again and
Load them
get
up.
him all situated and put him back over my shoulder and go about the day.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at
Oh,
Traka
no.
and go, why don't we just get a room for him?
It's
I'm
just
gonna
normal
look around
now.
and see if the lady is here.
Roll a perception check.
Have advantage on that.
Which lady are you looking for?
The drow, I think.
Drow lady from the last one that's supposed to meet me here for supper. That would be a 21.
You look around, and you don't seem to see a drow anywhere. Yeah.
I asked for a table so we can sit down and eat. And I can give Traka, I tell Traka, dude, I got that thing to give you. We need to get to a table.
Okay.
I'm gonna order some food and drinks to the table for everyone and go sit down.
Okay. Cool. So you all sit down. You set Bjork beside you, still bundled in his little sheet, and he is stirring a bit, but he is still asleep for the moment. Food is ordered. Drink is ordered. Anyone who partakes more than your Constitution modifier will need to roll Constitution rolls.
Wait, what? Huh?
So if you drink alcohol, your Constitution modifier is the amount of pints you can drink without being drunk.
Cool.
Fuck yeah.
So that being
I
said,
need to fix my stats. Hold on.
nope, your stats are rolled. Dragoon, you had a box.
I did. So I nudged Traka and I go, so I went to the brothel today. Funny story.
Did you have a good time?
Funny story. That's tomorrow. You got to make sure my ass goes there.
Okay.
Second thing, I spoke to the mistress.
And he's getting a man.
Found some information about Harpy Coast. There might be
What's Harpy
another.
Coast?
There might be another colored dragon like me, Dragonborn.
How far is it from here?
That I don't know, so I'm gonna figure that out tomorrow after my fun. But as we were talking, she gave me this, and I pulled the box out and I hand it to him, and I go, she gave me this and told me to give it to you specifically.
Okay. I'm gonna investigate the box.
Okay. Roll an investigation.
Hey Doc.
Hey Doc, can you mute if you do that?
15.
Thank you. What was it?
My bad.
15.
It looks like a box with a ribbon on it. It is a very plain box. There's no writing on it whatsoever. The ribbon is just decorative. Yeah, it's just a box.
I'm gonna look at it, like bring it up to my head like I'm gonna shake it, but I'm gonna have a flashback of the little professor orb, so I'm not gonna shake it.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out my dagger and just cut the ribbon
Okay.
and open it to see what's in there.
As you touch the blade, the ribbon does glow. However, your finger brushes the ribbon as your dagger slips past, and the glow fades, and the ribbon does cut away.
I'm gonna roll an Arcana check.
Yep. Go right ahead.
You saw that, right?
Can I too?
Anyone who wants to roll, except for Bjork, can roll an Arcana check to see what that was.
That's a 5.
You know it was magic.
That's a
Fucking magic.
21.
Dragoon, you would know that this is an enchantment of some sort that requires, that can only be untied or cut
6.
by the person it is intended to have. Arcadian, you know it was magic, but you don't know what it was.
Fuck, I knew I was this box's daddy.
So I tell Traka what it is, or what it was, what I think it was.
Okay.
I'm gonna like turn the box kind of towards Bjork laying down and just slowly open the lid and see what happens.
I'm not laying down. I'm sitting next to you.
You're kind of curled up in your little knapsack on my
Yeah,
stick.
my head's
Either
just
way,
kind of
I'm
slumped
just kinda-
forward, like
Pointing it towards you.
I'm imagining Bjork like Weekend at Bernie's right now, right? He's
yeah.
Sunglasses on.
Yep. As you open the box, nothing seems to happen. You do hear some jingling, but nothing pops out, nothing flashes. Just the lid opens.
Okay, I want to see what's in it.
You look in and you see 215 gold. And you see a letter with your name on it. You see another letter with your name on it. And then you see another letter with Bjork's name on it.
Put Bjork's in his shirt pocket,
Okay.
and I'm just going to read mine out loud.
Do you want to look at the white piece of paper with your name on it or the pink one?
I'm going to smell them both first.
The pink one smells like roses. The white just smells like parchment.
Who
Is there a
fucking
brown one
smells
in there?
their letters before reading them?
As I'm sneezing, I'm going to start reading the pink one.
Okay. So you carefully open it up, and in very elegant writing, it says, "I can't meet you today. I apologize. The Queen has me very busy working with our different delegations to get this peace offering going. I didn't know what tavern to go to, so I sent it to the Brothel Guild because I know they have reaches everywhere, and hopefully you get this before you're able to, or before you start wondering. As soon as I am free, I will leave another letter to the brothel and with a time and place to meet." And it is signed Mistress in the Carriage.
Okay, I'm going to put it in my bag of holding with the beer and then read the other letter.
The other is a parchment just basically telling you the breakdown of your profits. Total profit of 215. It kind of gives a brief explanation of like they're doing very well. They are getting an influx of customers. They have cleaned up their port, and sailors are starting to come a little more in town, even into the dingier side of Rothsea. So they are seeing an uptick in profits. They're seeing an uptick in customers. And the marketing budget that you had planned for them is working out really well. And he says that he expects the profits to be about the same every week.
Sweet. So I'm guessing they got a new bird as well.
And
things are going to be good.
It doesn't say anything about a bird. It seems that message that you sent may have not reached in time of the letter that was written, but it was sent to the brothel.
Okay, I'm going to kind of put my arm around Bjork and use it like under his chin so I can make his mouth move.
Okay.
And I'm going to use his mouth with my voice to read his letter because I'm assuming it's from Steven.
You open it up and it says, "Dearest Bjork,
Dearest Bjork,
I miss you so much. I dream about you nightly. I remember the sweet night we had together, and it does not leave my mind. Every man I'm with, I just imagine you. A little token of my appreciation is attached to the bottom of this letter. Love, Steven. And at the bottom, you just see a splooge spot.
Oh, shut up.
Is it dry and crusty, or does it like peel back like grilled cheese?
It actually like you know how you used to
Does he
like
know
as a
what it
kid.
is, or does he need to maybe smell it or taste it to?
He's got to taste it.
So at the bottom corner, Traka, it's a very flaky. You know how like as kids we put glue on our hands and we like try to peel it off in one spot. It looks very similar to that.
I see you've done this before, Brandon.
And you
And then put the letter by, like, just pat it to his cheek so it's stuck there.
okay. Do you moisten it a little bit?
I pull my hands away. Can I get some hot water, please? To the waiter.
He
Oh,
nods.
I should go wake him up and sober him up.
Questioningly, he looks at you and nods and says, "I'll be right back." And he goes and fetches a pail of a little bowl of hot water, like a little finger bowl to clean yourself up.
I washed my hands. Thank you.
Okay.
Give him a silver piece or a gold.
Okay, good to know. At the very bottom of the box, it is there's a very elegant design at the bottom of the box, and it has the seal of the Brothel Guild. Just an identifying marker.
I'm gonna give the box to one of the street rats so they have a cool little storage thingy.
Cool. All right, you hand over the
I don't
box.
need to carry a box around. We've got everything out of it.
Awesome. Sounds good. All right. With that, about this time, all your food comes and more drink comes, and you fill yourselves. Argus actually comes down and looks at you and smiles and goes, "Hey, my friends. Nice to see you again. It's getting pretty late. Do you guys need rooms?"
Yeah, we might as well.
And he smiles and nods. He goes, "Hey, go ahead and ready up. How many rooms do you guys want?"
7. And can you get 7 hot baths ready?
We only have 3 bath stations, but we can take turns. Unless you
Everyone
want
can
to
get a
group
good
together.
hot bath and a nice rest. Doesn't matter if it's together or not. Nobody has to be in the same bathtub, but we'd all like a good bath and a clean bed.
All right. And Nylar, I seen you waving your hand. Oh, no? Okay. So he nods. The gentleman nods, and he runs upstairs to get your rooms ready. After a few minutes, you guys are... He comes back down. He goes, "Well, your rooms are ready. I've got 3 baths drawn. I also have a steaming bowl for each of your rooms, so you could do a quick wipe down if you'd like. Any towels that you have, just leave them out in the hallway. We'll pick them up overnight and have you fresh towels in the morning."
Wipe his face off.
All right, we'll give Bjork a bath. He's gonna need one. He's a little sticky.
All right, so you carry you carry Bjork up the
Carry him like
stairs.
a baby, just
Yeah, letter
We
still
broke it.
still smushed
Like,
to
here
his
you go.
face.
and I just drop him in the bathtub.
Oh, you're gonna ruin his letter.
I'll peel that off.
Okay.
Just the corner that dried to his cheek ripped off the paper, so that's still stuck there.
Okay. Okay.
But I have the letter.
Popsicle, Chris.
Do you undress him, or are you dumping him like full clothes?
I just drop him off the stick right into the bathtub.
Bjork, I would say this probably wakes you up. You wake up being dropped. Like, you probably wake up from the drop itself, not even hitting the water yet.
Oh,
Just 'cause-
shit.
You know, when you fall, you jerk up or you jerk awake. So, what do you do?
He's definitely jerking something.
Yeah. Bjork, you are on mute.
I said, I'm assuming I'm just gonna hit the water here.
I mean, probably. It's a short fall.
Hit the water splashing.
Can I? I'd like to look around and try and figure out where the fuck I'm at.
Okay. Roll an investigation.
You're not in Kansas no more, Toby.
As
With
he's doing
disadvantage.
this, I'm gonna like wave the letter underneath his nose and just kind of drag it on his face.
That's a straight 3.
Oh, you know you're taking a bath. You don't know where you are though. You do see a piece of paper flapping in your peripheral. Go ahead and roll a perception check. It's super close, so it's with just a straight roll.
Of course, I get a nat 20 on that.
You actually see your name at the very top, but that's all you can really see. You can see, like, if flapping, you see Traka like flapping it around you, smiling from ear to ear, and you see Steven's signature on the bottom. Also, with a nat 20, you would feel something stuck to your face.
Yeah, and with my investigation, last time I was drunk in a bathtub with something dried to my face. Then I'm gonna look up and I see Steven's name, and I'm gonna grab Traka thinking that it's Steven. I'm gonna pull him into this little wash tub with me.
I'm resisting.
All right, opposing strength checks. Of course, with disadvantage, Bjork.
Fuck.
That's a nat 20.
Oh,
that's a
Somebody-
nat
somebody-
11.
Somebody trip and fall in that direction and push him in.
Traka, you're able to resist. Since you did roll,
I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
yeah, since you
Does he
rolled
pull
the
a
nat
naked Bjork
20,
on top of him with that strength, with that roll?
Bjork is fully dressed in the bathtub, but he does try to pull you in. Traka, go ahead and explain what you want to do as he's trying to pull you in.
I'm gonna kind of just like catch my elbows on the edge of the bathtub as I'm holding on to him, and he's trying to pull me in, so I can just brace myself to not come over the edge of the bathtub.
Oh, arms wide open.
All right. I would say, since you rolled so high and so well, you're able to not get the letter wet still, just because you rolled super fucking high. And Bjork, you see him kind of like yelling at you, like, calm the fuck down. What do you want to do about this?
I'm gonna hold up my cup again. I'm gonna say, Traka, shower beer.
I'm gonna say, hold on, and I'm gonna go downstairs and get his plate of food, and I'm gonna bring it back up to him.
Okay. Are you
back
bringing
here,
him
eat
a
this
glass of
first.
ale too?
No, I'm gonna tell him to eat that first and get cleaned up, and there's more beer downstairs. You've had a rough day. Let's
As he's standing there with the plate, I'm just gonna cross
take
my
your time
arms
with
and
your letter from Steven. We'll be downstairs eating and waiting for
I'm
you.
I'm gonna cross my arms and be like, no, I'm thirsty.
Drink your bathwater. That one girl did it on the internet and people loved it.
Yeah, she sold it.
She sold it and made a fortune.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my hand cup. I'm gonna
And
dip
now
it in the
she ran-
bath water and take a drink.
With your imaginary cup?
We-
Got it.
Yeah, my
We'll
hand
be
cup.
downstairs waiting for you if you are.
So
Thought this might help you out.
Traka leaves you with your plate of food, your invisible glass of bath water, and your letter from Steven.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my letter and read it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit here and look at it for a second, like what the fuck? This fucking guy. I'm gonna toss the letter on the floor, and I'm gonna continue to wash myself.
Do you remove your clothing?
No, I've got it all on. So
Okay. Okay. Good to know.
kind of twofer. I'm washing my pants and
Probably a good idea.
killing two birds here because I don't think I've actually washed my clothes since I got covered in. Let's see, I got covered in rat shit. I got covered in blood.
Yeah, it's pretty dank.
I think you got covered
You
in
got
shit
washed
one more
off.
time in the
I got covered in blood a couple times.
Could you imagine how
got-
much money he could make?
You got washed off by Malak.
Oh, that's right. You did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And honestly, like throughout your journeys, you were across plenty of streams that you probably did wash your clothes every once in a while. Just we don't mention it in RP because it's just something that's automated. But I would say it's probably still a little rough. So as it's soaking in, you see just dirt and stuff just floating off of your different armor pieces and off your pants. Your cum stains are kind of getting off a little bit of your pants. Thinking about Steven. And what do you do with the letter?
I tossed it on the floor while I'm getting washed.
Okay. So you wash yourself. I'm not going to make
Is
you
he
roll for
using,
it.
like his bread to wash himself, or are you like
There's
hand
a
just kinda
sponge.
scratching?
There's a sponge in each
Oh.
bath. So I'd say he's probably sponging himself off.
Yeah, and I'm kind of wiping off my daggers and
Just
wiping off my bag of flour and making sure everything's nice and clean. And as I'm done cleaning everything, I'm gonna throw it all back in my pack, and I'm gonna get up and I guess I'm gonna eat some food,
Okay.
which I don't really want to do, but Dad said I can't have another drink till I eat my food.
All right.
I don't know if trying to drink anything's a good idea in this fucking group.
Yeah. Yeah. Good luck.
And with that, I guess I'm gonna eat my food and grab my letter and head to bed.
Okay. So you stumble into one of the rooms. Roll a investigation check with disadvantage.
Okay.
See if you can find one of the empty rooms that was prepared.
It's a straight 2.
You think you find your room, and you cuddle up
Okay.
in bed, and all of you make a perception check.
All of us?
Yes, except for Bjork, because he is right next to her.
It's a fucking bear cage.
That is a 16.
Okay.
for Trocket.
Dragoon.
19.
Okay. Nylar.
12.
Arcadian.
What do we draw? What are we rolling now? Sorry, I was
Perception.
talking to my wife. Hold on a second. Hold on. Right there. Oh, that sucked. 10.
Okay, and then Alex, if you're still there. I don't know if he is or not. I think he's dealing with the baby.
What are we
Perception
rolling
check,
for?
please.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, I'm just looking for my keys right now.
Okay.
I'm listening now.
Are you able to roll a perception check?
I can. If I roll a d20 real fast, can you find my modifier for me?
Yes, I can.
What modifier? What are you talking about?
Perception modifier.
Huh? Oh.
Like your +1, +2 to your perception.
It'll be
Right, I got
it'll be a
you.
plus
Yeah.
4, Malak. Is that a 15 or a 12?
That's a 15.
So 19. Okay, all of you hear a scream, a female scream coming from upstairs. And this woman comes running down the stairs in just a robe. Bjork, you feel the bed shift and a woman scream as you plop yourself in bed. And you don't see much because it's pretty dark in there. But something runs off, opens the door, and runs away from you.
I'm gonna jump
just
up and
gonna
be
be
like, whoa,
like-
whoa, 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 whoa. How can I help you, lady?
Someone just came into my room.
What? Take me and show me.
Follow me.
Bjork's
Okay,
just gonna be
let's
like, again, I'm just gonna lay down and go to sleep.
Okay. Traka, you follow her upstairs, and if anyone else wants to come along, you can.
I will.
She walks you to a room, and in there lies Bjork, snoring logs already, being as drunk as he was.
Sopping wet.
Sopping wet. Yeah, that's very true. His armor's still dripping. Um, all cuddled up with a pillow. What'd you do with Steven's letter?
I'm holding on to it.
He's holding
It's
on
in
to
my
it.
hand.
And she goes, "See, there he is. I paid for this room."
Okay, here, come with me, and I'm gonna go find my room, and you can have this room. Sorry about my friend. If you'd like, we have some food and drinks downstairs. You can join us, or here's my room you can have for the night.
Okay. She takes you up on your offer. She gathers her stuff out of the room she was in, and moves to your room. And she goes, "Hopefully this won't happen again." And Argus stomps upstairs. She goes, "What happened?" And I'm assuming you just explained what happened.
Yeah, explain what happened. Sorry, I took care of it. I gave her my room, got her moved over. Bjork's asleep. Apologies.
Okay. Ma'am, I apologize. I hope everything's okay. We will reimburse you in the morning for your room. So I hope all is well. Have a good night rest. I will make sure that you are not disturbed the rest of the night. And we will have food delivered on the house to your room in the morning for breakfast. And she smiles and curtly nods and closes her door. Well, closes your door.
All right.
And Argus looks at you, and Argus says, "Thank you for taking care of that. We should probably do something about your friend walking in places."
He had a long day. He's been bathed and fed, and he's out for the night.
Okay, gotcha. He says, "Well, if you guys need
Keep an
anything,
eye on him.
let me know. We do close doors in about an hour. Not letting anybody in. That way, our guests are not disturbed. So about an hour till lights out. But until then, you guys are free to roam around and do whatever you want. Is anyone else taking a bath during this time? All right, Dragoon is.
Dragoon.
Nylar is. And then Traka.
Going to.
Yeah, I would say they have to clean up the bathhouse that you were in with Bjork, as he was dropped into a tub. There was water everywhere. You see people in there just wiping stuff down.
They make sure to leave a nice little tip.
Okay, perfect.
The
Dragon.
cleaners.
I wanna nudge Traka and be like, "Hey, Traka, think we can make some profit off of this place?"
Probably, but kind of got a good thing going with Argus here and him helping out these kids.
Also, actually, Dragoon, roll an intelligence check.
You. 21.
You would know, being as rich as he is, like the likelihood of him going into some kind of partnership is probably pretty slim. Just in the fact that he makes a lot of money from this already.
Okay.
And he might be into hookers. We can ask him.
Just saying. Could always have another one.
Pimping
Adds-
it easy, but it's necessary.
With that,
Free money.
let's go ahead and take a quick break. Let's get some water refills. Do whatever you want to do. Bio breaks. We'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. So everyone, hang tight.
All right.
Don't get nothing stuck on.
And we are
Brandon,
back.
if you will, you might throw something in the group chat to Brian.
Yeah,
what
he's.
happened.
I think he's trying to update his hit points. I don't think he ever leveled up.
I
He's
haven't
using-
either,
He's
you
practicing
need
with
to
your
then.
brand new arm.
but it's fine. I'll do it this week. I'm not worried about it. Go ahead.
You might be worried
He's
about it in a minute.
practicing with your brand new arm.
I might. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, we will find out. And with that, baths are drawn, people are getting cleaned up, and you all head to bed unless you have something you want to do before bed. Anyone?
I don't need to sleep. I'm good.
You do need to You need to go into meditation for at least
Right.
4 hours. So you can
Right.
do that, but you still have to do it in a room because they don't allow anybody outside of the rooms at night.
Right.
But yeah,
I'll go into a room
you
and do
can
that.
spend 4 hours meditating, and then the other 4 hours of what everyone else would need, you can do whatever you want. Study, reset your spells because you have to do that every day. Pick new spells every day.
Wait, what?
And
Yeah.
you're also semi-conscious of your surroundings.
Yep. Yeah, you
While
are
you're meditating.
fully aware of everything around you when you meditate, since you are a full elf. So every morning, or actually, let me rephrase. Every long rest, Arcadian, you pray to your god. You pray to your god to ask them, hey, give me these spells to help me through my day. So every long rest, you do a prayer to your god, and then you choose whatever spells you want for that day.
Wow.
Yeah. It's one of the few that can do this. Brian is back, so let's get the party started. Brian, everyone is
There
going to
goes
bed.
the
Did you want to
fucking
do
brothel.
anything before you go to bed?
Yeah. I need to roll animal handling.
You do, for your pet raccoon. So go ahead and roll
My
that.
pet trash panda.
Wait, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Not really. I just keep forgetting the roll.
Call him Patrish Panda.
Patrish Panda. All right, roll your animal handling.
All right, I gotta get the load up.
At least he didn't call it Tiffany.
And Bjork, I got something I need to do too.
It's a nat
You are.
one.
That is 2 failures. So,
Bjork's got to go pee.
Bjork, roll a Constitution check to see if you can hold it before you wake up.
Okay.
I would say that's not at disadvantage just because you're asleep and you're on your way to becoming sober. So just a straight Constitution
con
save.
Or con save.
Con save.
Save. That is a 10 with 5 for 15.
Yeah,
I was
you're
gonna say,
able to
but
wake
Taylor,
up
you
and
can-
hold it in time, and you're able to run to the bathroom and go piss without an issue.
Because
Okay,
if not, you're gonna have to con somebody out of some new sheets.
While I do that, I noticed that Dad never brought me my bedtime drink, so I'd like to go find Traka.
Okay, everyone is asleep. So how are you doing
Guess
this?
I'm sleeping at the booth we were in at the bar since I gave that lady my room.
No, because Bjork took her room, so Bjork's room is still up or still open.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
a room. I just
So he stole
Didn't
that woman's.
go
You
to
gave that
sleep
woman
there.
yours, but there's still 7. So all of you still have your own room. So yeah, you, Bjork, you see that the where the stairway was before. Actually, no, because you were drunk and was carried up, so you wouldn't know. You see a hallway with a door on one side and just a wall on the far side. You go to open that door at the end of the hallway, and it is locked. So do you try a different door?
Yeah. Just whichever one is closest to that locked one.
Okay. So you walk down and you open the door. Roll a d6.
Or actually, would I think that this is Traka's room, or how I get to his room?
Almost all the doors are universal except for the one you just tried to open. It is a much heavier, sturdier door. Looked to be more for protection than an entryway.
Okay.
So the room
So
you came out of was like just a standard door.
Yeah, I would assume that he's in a room then at this
Yes.
point.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, let me try and just open the first door that I come to.
Roll a d6 and let's see whose it is.
D6. Where we at? That is a 2.
As you open the door, you see Arcadian sitting on his bed, legs crossed, eyes closed, and a faint aura surrounding him. I would say this is about halfway through the night, so at this point he's probably praying to his god for new spells.
That was cool because I was just looking through spells.
Perfect.
And I'm going to be like, okay, and just shut the door and open the next one.
Okay. Roll another d6. If it's a 2 or a 4, re-roll.
It's a 1.
You open the door and you see Malak snoring away on his bed.
And be like, nope, no, that's not it. I'm going to walk up to Malak and I'm going to kind of nudge him. I'm going to be like, Malak, where's Traka?
I'd like to kind of very drowsily wake up, kind of look at him and be like, Bjork, are you still drunk?
Actually, I
No.
don't think he would be, because he just pissed and he slept a good amount. I would say he's probably sober-ish.
And I had a bath.
Yeah, and he had a bath, so he's sober-ish. You're going to be feeling the effects of alcohol for a while.
I'm about as sober as you've seen me.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to look over at Bjork. I'm going to whisper at him. I'm going to say, Bjork, lean in closer. I'll tell you where Traka is.
All right, I'm gonna lay down a little bit, like I'm really trying to pay attention to him here.
I'm going to put my hand on his forehead and cast Lesser Restoration to completely sober him up.
And with that, you see a flash
and say,
of
now
light.
Go find what you're looking for.
And Bjork, you feel an immense heat go throughout your body. Not painful, but as the heat leaves, you feel the most clear-headed you've probably felt since you were a teenager.
I'm gonna look up at him and look around and be like, and then I'm just gonna run out and immediately slam open the next door.
All right, roll another
I'm
d6.
going to laugh a little bit, roll back over, and fall asleep.
Okay, cool. Roll another d6. 1, 2, and 4 are out.
All right, that's a 4, another 4, 3.
With that, you see Dragoon cuddled up against his bed on his bed,
Fuck.
blade in hand, just holding it, cuddling it tight.
As soon as I see him, I'm starting to freak out. I'm gonna slam the door shut again and go to the next one.
Roll a perception check, Dragoon. Let's see if you hear him enter or leave.
Nat 20.
You hear him enter. Your door creaks open, and you're like, it's like, "Arr!" And you hear him, and he slams the door quickly.
I just sit up. And I'm like, fall back down.
All right.
Pass right back out.
And as you fall back asleep and dreaming of popsicles, go ahead and roll again.
I'm assuming this is going to be the only door that I haven't opened, right?
You have 2.
Oh, okay.
So then, in this case, just roll. If it's 1 through 3, it'll be Traka. 4 through 6, it's going to be Nylar.
Fuck. It's a 2.
All right, that's Traka then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why you said 1 through 3, and I was thinking odds.
Yep.
Odds and even.
You open up Traka's door, and Traka is in his just regular clothes, no armor, just laying there, sleeping.
I'm gonna shake him. I'm gonna be like, Traka, wake up.
Before you can shake him, Traka, go ahead and roll a perception check to see if you can hear him open the door.
It'd be a 24.
Yeah, you hear him open the door. And then all of a sudden you hear a shaking, or you feel him shaking you. It's not a far distance from the door to your bed.
Grab him by the face and say what?
Be like, I need a drink.
Dude, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. You can have a drink when we wake up tomorrow.
Be like, no, I need a drink now. Malak did something, and I don't know what this is. I think he poisoned me or something.
Let's go find out what Malak did.
I'm gonna start looking around for the bag of holding, just kind of like throwing stuff left and right. Just where's that?
Dude, stop. I'm gonna put the bag of holding on and walk over to Malak's door and knock on it.
And Bjork's following behind him, like scratches his neck and stuff. Like, I need a drink. Need a drink.
I'm gonna kind of real lazily get out of bed, go and just kind of creak the door open, and be like, "Huh?
Did you poison Bjork?
No, I made him sober.
So you poisoned him.
He drunkenly woke me up. He's sober."
Bjork from behind Chaka, I'm like, see, I told you. I told you. Ask him to see his
I'm
spells.
just gonna laugh a little bit and be like, "Is being sober really that much of a pain in the ass for you, Bjork?"
As he chuckles, I'm just gonna kind of push the door open and bring Bjork into the room with me.
Okay.
I got a 10 for my strength check.
Brandon,
What do you want me
message.
to roll for counter pushing?
Yeah, that's fine. The sour cream and
Are you going to let him just pull you in, or are you like going against him? Bjork.
not really a lot of good stuff here right now.
Oh, he's trying to pull me in? No, I was trying to go in anyways, because
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you just follow him in.
Yeah, I'm looking at Malak. I'm like, reverse this right now.
But I figured there's a cup by the little water pump in the room, so I'm gonna grab that and just start, ale, pour Bjork a beer. So Malak, explain to Bjork what poisoned you. You fed him or whatever happened, because he's not gonna listen to me that you didn't poison him. So you have to come up with a story to satisfy him now.
We've rested. Do our spell slots come back?
You want me to roll?
Yours does right now, yes. Everyone else's has not gotten a long rest yet.
Just Brandon.
What?
Alex, you cut out.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Alex,
Can you hear me?
you're breaking up for us.
Hold on.
I will say, out of character, technically alcohol is a poison, which is why lesser restoration works. It sobers people up. So just an FYI, just for the listener's sake, because some people are like, why does that work? Alcohol is considered a poison.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
No, cutting out.
Yep, you're good.
Cool. So should I roll deception or persuasion?
Well, it depends if you lie or not.
So I'm going to get a real mischievous smile on my face and then think about what I'm about to say and then decide that I'm going to tell him the truth.
Okay.
So let me roll persuasion real fast. Hold on.
You're gonna stay here with Granny while we go to the truck.
Also, what are you saying to him?
Give me 1 second. Let me roll this first. So first it was a 14 plus 2 for 16.
Okay.
And I'm going to look at him and be like, look, you've been poisoning your body for so long that once the poison is finally cured from your body, you didn't know how to react, so you thought you were poisoned.
Honestly, that wouldn't require a roll. It's up to Bjork to decide if he wants to believe you or not, since you were telling the truth.
Yeah. I'm going to hear what he says, and I'm going to kind of mull it over for a second, but I'm I'm still gonna grab the cup from Traka and just walk back to my room, go to bed.
Do you drink it?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. I'm like sipping it as I'm walking out and
Okay.
back down the hall.
All right. With that, I'm assuming everyone goes back to sleep, except for Tom, who does not require it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fall asleep on the chair in Malak's room. So if
Okay.
York wakens again, he might not find me right away.
Okay. Okay.
And
I'm going to assume that you run out and close your door, and then run back to Malak's room. That way,
Yes.
got it.
Arcadian, what do you do with all your free time in the evening?
You are asleep, so you can ask him in the morning.
Wouldn't-
Oh, okay. That'll work. Yeah, that's right.
He
I
does
went back to
the
bed.
New York Times crossword puzzle. Tries to win $50,000.
With that, the night comes to an end. The morning rises, or the sun rises, and you start smelling. You are woken up by the smell of
Hopefully not shit in a bag.
very delicious smells. You definitely smell some sort of meats being cooked. You hear bustling up and down the hallways. You all do get a long rest, so mark that down, please. Tom, you've been awake for quite a while, so let's find out what you've been doing for the 4 hours that no one else was awake for.
Well, me, I was not really doing anything, just sitting there and trying to conserve the rest of my energy, waiting for the next day, as I don't really know this group too well right yet.
Okay.
So
you're just kind of reflecting on the day and how
Yeah,
some
pretty much.
weird shit happened and funny but weird. Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
just trying to figure out where I'm at, what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know these guys that well, so probably have to interact with them for
Okay.
a little bit to find out.
With that, I would say since you are awake far before the rest of them and you start smelling the food, you can definitely head downstairs first and eat breakfast. Or you
Yeah.
can take a bath. The bathing rooms are ready for the mornings. It is up to you. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go get something to eat. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you head downstairs. About an hour or so later, the rest of you wake up to the smells. You do hear bustling outside your doors. Traka, you kind of nudge Malak since he was woken up, and he had to expend quite a bit of energy restoring him back to his unpoisoned self. But Malak, you still do get a long rest. You all wake up. Do you just head downstairs?
Yeah, I'm gonna go find the shitter and then get some breakfast.
Perfect.
Find a newspaper or whatever they got for current events in this town.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, you go ahead and find the shitter. I'm just going to assume everything comes out fine. I'm not going to make you roll for it. But
We can roll. We can roll.
all right, go ahead and roll for it. Constitution.
What am I supposed to roll?
Constitution.
But first
Constipation.
roll,
Oh,
first
that'd
roll to
be a
see how
4,
bad you
so,
have to go.
That doesn't go well, I'm guessing. It's a 4.
You had to go bad.
You had to go bad. A little bit of dribble, but not much. You're able to kind of wipe out the bottom of your pants. Get most of the moisture
I
away.
don't even do that. I just kind of kick my leg as I'm walking back to the dining room, so it just rolls out.
Okay.
Fucker.
I think we
I'm
killed.
just walking,
That one, he fully
shaking my
himself.
leg, and everybody's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Then a little turd rolls out.
Yeah.
Can we just cast guidance and bless on him to help him out a little bit? No, I'm just kidding.
It's too late. You had to be right next to him for that. You basically have to
I
hold his
know.
hand while he's pooping.
Go find Argus and ask
Waste a bless on helping him take a shit.
for the news and coffee.
Yeah, they set you down. They don't really have much of a newspaper. It's more just a couple pieces of parchment on for that like the criers have, right, and that read off. The guys, some of the homeless population are starting to roll in now that they have jobs, and a couple of them drop off flyers to each of the tables as one of the perks now of having street urchins on working there is they get news before anyone else. You do see that the Duke is actively looking for a human mage, and he is offering a reward. You see the another current event is just like basically like farm catches on fire, fire department too far out, total loss. You see just odd and end, just stuff around town. There's a sale on one of the markets. Nothing major. Just the one that hits you the closest is the Duke.
I'm gonna let everyone else know about the Duke and give Bjork his morning beer.
Okay.
Bjork, as I grab my morning drink, I'm gonna throw a history check to see if I know what a Duke is.
Okay, go ahead.
That's fuck 7.
You probably heard of the word Duke, but you've never met a Duke, so you're not familiar what all they do. You all have also
Yeah.
heard a Duke as in like Dookie, and you kind of giggle to yourself. You're like, I bet this guy's a poop.
You already knew what I was doing.
Yeah, I did.
So knowing that, I'm gonna think of Duke, and I'm just gonna assume that somehow this guy has like mutated with poop.
Got it.
Like a half elf, he's a half turd.
All
It's
right.
like Bono.
Yeah. And I'm gonna look at Traka and I'm gonna see a turd roll out of his pant leg. I'm be like, you know this Duke guy?
You just dropped him off.
No, never. I dropped him off back there.
I'll be right back, boys. I gotta help find something for my boy.
Cool.
I'm
Can
gonna
I,
fucking die before we get through a session.
Can I go look and see where he's saying he dropped this guy off at?
He wants to go look at the Duke.
Roll an investigation.
Okay.
You are sober, so no more disadvantage.
Yep. That's a 15 flat.
Oh shit.
You're able to track it down within a decent amount of time. It is kind of smushed by this point. There was a lot of foot traffic. You can see like it trail off a little ways, but then it's like someone realized it and like scraped it on the one of the stairs, and that's how you're able to kind of follow the trail.
All right, I'm gonna pull a small scrap of leather out of my pack here. And
Okay.
I'm gonna try and scrape up whatever's left.
Okay. so you grab your dagger and you're kind of just like,
Yeah.
and then you go to the stair like, oh, there's a little more.
Yeah. I'm
Come
not
on.
quite sure how this guy split up like this.
Come here.
But I'm gonna walk back over to the group of guys while they're eating, and I'm gonna say, guys, I found this guy. What do you want to say to him?
Wait, who are we supposed to be looking for?
Yeah. What? Who did you find?
I thought we were looking for this Duke guy.
I don't know nobody. You guys will have to
Actually,
fill
I'm
me.
pretty sure we were supposed to go to the tower.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
we gotta
thought
go
Brandon
see-
just said we read something about a Duke guy. He was looking for.
The Duke was looking for a human mage, or I'm sorry,
Yeah.
sage, human sage.
So you
Human
found.
sage.
Human
So you're
rage.
saying you found Duke so we can talk to him?
He
Yeah.
thinks he found
Yeah.
Duke.
Okay.
And I'm gonna set the little piece of leather down on the table and start eating my breakfast.
What's that? Bjork?
Duke.
Bro, what is that?
Duke. It's I'm just gonna grab the scrap of leather and shake it off. You know what? Fuck it. Never mind. I'm gonna stick it back in my pocket.
Roll a dexterity check. Let's see where this thing flings.
Ooh. It's
What the hell?
7 with 2 for 9.
What the hell is she doing?
You flip it around, trying to get it off the piece of leather that you kind of matted it against, and it kind of just flops over into your food.
Only his, right?
Yeah, only his.
Damn it.
Had he rolled a 1, it would have went everywhere.
I'm gonna pocket the leather scrap, and I'm just gonna drink my ale, and I guess I'm not eating this morning.
The thing is, free continental breakfast with a room. Fuck, go get another muffin or whatever the fuck it is you had.
And
We'll
so,
look at Truck and be like, man, this town's fucking bullshit.
one of the servers walks by, and like his nose raises, like, oh, what the? And he looks down and he
I'm
goes,
gonna look down and be like, yeah, man, there's shit in my food.
oh, I am
Probably gonna
so...
bug on this and be like, dude, smell this plate. There's something really wrong here.
Yeah, and he sniffs it, goes, oh, fuck.
Like,
What
you
the-
want him to eat this? Can you get him some fresh breakfast?
And
man?
he
This
says,
is bullshit.
Argus! Argus, come here! And Argus comes walking over like, hey, what's up? What the? And he's like, oh, what is that? And the
I'm
guy's
gonna
like,
look
I
at
don't know,
I'm gonna
bro.
be
This
like, man,
plate came out this way.
yeah,
he's
he's
like, I don't know who this Duke guy is, but you need to tell him to leave my food alone, man.
and he says, the Duke did this?
It's really gross.
He goes,
My
I'm
man
gonna say,
here
yeah,
just wanted
at least
some
part of
breakfast
them.
and, like,
I don't know.
what's happening.
I don't know how many pieces he can branch off into.
he snaps his finger, he goes, get this guy another plate. And he goes, I will dispose of this. And he walks away.
Thank you. And
Can I tell him no, that won't be necessary, and I'm gonna motion over to Nylar at the corner of the table. Give it to him.
He is gone. He took it away very quickly.
Oh,
The smell, people are starting to turn towards you guys.
Nylar's just gonna be over there in the corner, like.
Yeah, like, actually, it's more like this. little fingers.
Yeah, it's more like this.
Oh,
Yeah. You guys eat your breakfast, and as you're finishing your
I'm good.
breakfast, you the front door opens, and a human walks in. And he looks around, and he's in robes, and he goes, he looks at you guys, and he just stares at you, and he runs over, and he's carrying a case, like a map case, and he says,
I'm gonna pull out my scrap of leather and toss it to this guy and say, I don't know what for, but this guy's fucking looking for you.
he says, they're after me. They must not have it. Find it. Find it if you can. All the realm may depend on it. And he hands you the map case. And then runs out. But before he does, a lizard was on his shoulder, and he crawls down his arm and sticks with the map case, and he's just sitting on the map case, just randomly licks his eyeball like lizards do.
I'm gonna pick up the lizard and
Chris, here's your chance to getting a lizard.
I'm gonna smack Bjork's hand before he gets a chance to bite its head off.
It is not pocket sized. It is actually kind of big. It's about 3 foot long.
Like a monitor lizard.
Probably.
It's a Komodo.
Yeah, almost a Komodo, but not quite as big as a Komodo. He is taking up
like 6 feet, dude.
Yeah, it's like a mini Komodo. He is yellow.
Like a monitor lizard.
And who picked him up?
I did. Kraka.
As you do, he crawls up your arm and onto your shoulder, and he kind of just starts nibbling on your ear, not eating it or biting it, just nibbling on it. And you hear a voice in your head says, "I'm Jeffrey."
Roll to see if you're turned on.
Hi, Jeffrey. How can I help you?
That's all that he says to you. as you look away, or as you look at the lizard and you look away, and you look back towards the door, the human is gone.
What the fuck?
Tracker, what the fuck is going on, dude?
Who the fuck is Jeffrey?
I don't know.
Bjork's gonna be like, man, I'm going to get the Duke, dude. I think that's the guy he was looking for. I'm going to get him.
About this time, the door of the tavern bangs open. Not gently like before, it is kicked in, and 4 city guards and 2 palace guards walk in, followed by a severe-looking nobleman. Everyone starts whispering to each other, and you overhear the name Duke Draymore.
Hey, Bjork, weren't you looking for this guy for something?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull my shirt. I'm gonna pull my shirt up over my face as I'm just looking at this guy.
Okay. As the Duke walks in, a proud-looking half-orc in full plate armor that bears a royal insignia walks in as well. And the Duke kind of looks around with an air of authority and says, "Search everywhere. Question everyone."
Time for defensive maneuvers. Bjork, open your mouth. Beer.
Yep. Immediately, like Popeye, I'm gonna slam it down. And I'm gonna flex my right arm. Bing. And I'm gonna flex my left arm. Bing.
All right.
And
Just
I'm
an
just gonna grab
FYI,
the stuff and throw it in my backpack.
I somehow have lost being able to see you guys. So if you're raising your hand or something, I can't see it. So I apologize. I don't know where it went. But
Dragoon tells Straka to stuff that map thing into the bag of holding.
Okay.
I stuff it in there with the lizard. Sorry, lizard dude.
All right.
Brandon, somehow, right as you were saying that, Chris was sitting there with his hand up.
Are you serious?
I was. I legitimately was too. I was like,
well, you're not talking now.
That is hilarious. Oh, I'm back. My mouse was acting up. I couldn't switch screens.
that was too perfect.
So who ended up taking the stuff that was dropped off?
I think
In the bag of
Traka
holding.
put the map in the bag of holding. What about the lizard?
Same thing.
Okay. Remember, the bag of holding has no air.
He has 10 minutes, correct?
Not a lizard.
Wouldn't he
Lizard's pretty
technically have
quick.
longer?
No. A lizard does not have the constitution you guys have. He would probably have
Well,
about a minute.
They're not like underwater creatures to
5?
where he could hold his breath or anything.
No, like 1 minute. Because, well, I would say 3 minutes.
I was thinking
3 minutes is about right.
Sorry, Jeff. I'll be right back with you.
Okay. With that, the Duke kind of just stands in the doorway while the palace guard, with the palace guard kind of standing next to him, while the rest of the guards begin like just questioning random people. For now, they're not seemingly focused on you. The captain or the half orc kind of leaves through the door and starts searching around outside. You probably have a few minutes to decide what you want to do before any of the guards approach.
Talk to the half orc.
Okay, so you stand up.
I would like to.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I'd like to start heading to the brothel.
Okay. As a DM, I will advise you not to split up.
Okay, I'll go with.
Do we
Traka
ever
then.
take your advice?
No, which is why I'm just saying it. So Traka goes outside, which isn't technically split up because he's still in the vicinity. Dragoon, what are you doing?
I'm gonna keep an eye on Traka as he's like heading towards that big orc.
Okay. Go ahead. So, are you all just going to go outside?
Sure, I am. Why
Yeah.
not?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys walk
I'm
outside, and you see
tactically
this.
Trying to take it outside because I don't want to fuck up Argus's bar.
Okay, perfect. So the guards stay inside, just interviewing everybody. You hear somebody say, "Hold on," and you kind of turn around and be like, "I'm gonna go talk to the other guy." And they kind of just nod. You do pass the Duke. He heeds you no mind whatsoever. Doesn't even look at you. And you
I'm
see
gonna whisper
outside.
to Bjork, he didn't even smell bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Bjork,
think
I've
it's
still
the
got
same
my,
guy.
I've still got the front of my shirt up over my face.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
like, I wasn't trying to find out, man.
He
The pieces of them smelled bad enough.
the half orc outside is kind of just rummaging through like the bushes and stuff, trying to find anything. And he sees you approach, and he goes, "Halt! Have you guys seen a disheveled human? Probably in robes. We could have swore he came in here, but we're not able to find him."
Aren't they all disheveled?
Fair point. Roll
He left and
a
went that way.
charisma check,
Bjork
Traka.
looks at him and he's like, I haven't seen a single human that was shoveled.
Ooh, that's a nat 1. My charisma is off today.
Oh, with that, he's like, "You got a point, but I mean, we really need to find this guy."
What did he do? Why are you looking for him?
He looks at you, goes, "We're under the Duke's orders. We're supposed to find him."
The Duke's the smelly guy, right?
Well,
Yeah, and
pretty
Bjork
much.
immediately I'm like, I don't take orders from shit.
He looks at you, Truck, and he goes, "Another fair point, but I'm
He
getting paid to
does
find this
smell.
guy. So if you could help me out,
He does.
I would love it."
He uses perfume, but none of us have ever really had the money for perfume
Right.
before.
So it's just it's
I'm
a weird
gonna
smell.
ask him his name.
He says, "I am Drake, the captain of the Royal Guard."
Hi, Drake. My name's Fjorn. I saw a crazy human run down the alleyway over there. You might check that way.
Roll a deception check. And I would say with advantage since
Can
everyone
I
is
do-
with you.
Wait. And I can wait, don't roll
With
it yet. Hold
advantage?
on.
What? Hold on.
So that could be done with guidance as well, right?
If you want to do guidance right in front of a Royal Guard, sure.
Oh yeah, maybe not. Maybe
But
not.
you still do get advantage because everyone is with you.
Huh?
13.
All right, that passes. He says thanks, and he
Shadow-
runs off. And he says, "Guards, come with me." He ran this way, and you see a bunch of guards start running out. And the Duke kind of walks out and says, "Thank you for your help." And he just walks past. One of the guards are still next to him, but he just walks forward on the path of the direction you pointed. After about, I'd say 30 seconds, it's been maybe a minute 30 total. All the guards are gone, and the Duke is gone as well.
I pull the lizard out of the bag and apologize.
Okay. Yeah, he crawls up there.
Who
Go ahead.
Who here knows speak with animals? Malak?
If he has the spell ready. He crawls up to your shoulder again, so you have Walter on one side and Jeffrey on the other. Jeffrey doesn't say anything, but he does nibble on your ear appreciatively. You kind of get that feeling of thank you for not letting me suffocate kind of thing. Yeah.
Bjork sees this and he's like, I don't know what Truck has got going on with this lizard. Dragoon, you might keep an eye on them at night.
Like the Beast Master.
Whatever he does, that's on him.
And then right about this time, you guys hear a crash at the back of the tavern. It's back of the tavern, like from the outside. And you hear, "He's over here." However, all the guard is already gone. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go pick up my dad.
Okay. As you start walking, are you all going to the blacksmith?
Sure.
not?
Because I know some of you have other stuff to pick up as well. But as you walk past, you do see a guard with a humanoid, unmoving corpse over his shoulder. And from the look of a brief glance that you get to see, it was the same guy that came in. And remembering what Finn Dizzle kind of spoke about, this is probably Tychus. You quickly look over. All of you make a perception check really quick.
That's a nat 20.
Mine's 16.
Perfect. We'll go with what Traka, since the nat 20 pretty much trumps everything. You actually see 2 crossbow bolts in his chest, and there's just blood all covering his robes. The guy has him over his shoulder, and you see him with his other hand rummaging around looking for something. Let's see. You start seeing or hearing the guy, like the guard, start yelling again. Not at you guys, just like, "Hey, I got him! I got him! I got him! I need some help over here." With that, you kind of quicken your pace a little bit, and you head towards the blacksmith. With that, you guys are basically skipped half of my adventure because you're able to talk your way out of that. I set the DC way too low, apparently. So you head to the blacksmith, and you pick up your stuff. There was you have your quarterstaff, your what is it? The 3-section staff, which is already in your inventory, Traka.
Yeah.
There is also, Traka, you'll need to put this in your inventory. I need to look up the name really quick. I think it's called a studded net, a barbed net. You can look it up in your equipment. You can add that in because that was something Sharkbait wanted. And then Sharkbait will also have iron and silvered claw tips. So next week when he joins, remind me to have him add that.
Oh, he got both.
Yeah, they were alternating. So one's iron, one's silver, one's iron, one's silver for his claws.
Half and half.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you're walking, you do see an uptick of guard around, but none of them really look your way right now.
Okay.
What did I say? I think we should go check out that tower we're supposed to hit up now and see what's there.
I'm gonna
Tychus
I'm gonna
home.
I'm gonna speak to Traka and Orc, and I'm gonna be like, "Did you happen to see what that shit was that you stuffed into your bag?"
No, I didn't. That seemed kind of sketchy as fuck. So it was hide that shit and get us out of there.
I suggest we don't look at that when people are around.
Yeah, that's kind of why it's staying in the bag.
Maybe head to our outside camp and take a look at it. Get away from these guards.
Let's go see if Tyke's home, then we'll head out there.
Okay.
Unless this lizard here has something he needs to tell me. Huh, Jeffrey?
He just kind of licks your ear. He does look happy, but no other words.
Bjork's gonna be like, one lick for yes, 2 licks for no, and 3 licks if you're horny.
I'm gonna be like, do lizard things if you understand me.
He licks his eyeball.
He understands me.
I'm gonna say,
Alex, you're on mute.
Can we get in trouble?
I'm gonna be like, tell Walter, and Walter will tell me.
He doesn't seem to make any noise. And Walter, as you talk to Walter, like, Walter, listen in. Tell me what he's saying. Walter just kind of towards the lizard, and he kind of crosses his arms. Roll an insight.
Nylar.
Yeah, Nylar.
Yeah, can I roll speak with animals?
Can you roll it?
Sorry, can I cast speak with animals?
You have speak with animals as a barbarian?
I just got it.
Nice.
Nice.
Then yes, you can.
I realized I wasn't level
What?
3, and
We don't-
I have the animal totem.
Oh,
and it gives
nice.
me ability to speak with animals.
Hell
We
yeah.
don't really even know what Nylar is at this point.
Right? He's just the guy that lives in Bjork's backpack.
Just this really short, freaky thing that does a
You
lot of
guys
weird
just
shit.
forced me into the backpack.
All right, you cast Speak with Animals. What would you like to talk to?
Well, since I missed that whole conversation, because I was taking care of the kid, what did Trucker try to ask the monkey to ask the lizard?
I tried to ask the lizard what was going on, but the lizard just licked its eyeball because it understood me. So I asked the lizard to tell Walter anything it needed to tell me, and then Walter could tell me.
Oh yeah. By the way,
Bjork was trying to ask him too if what we had was dangerous.
roll an insight, Traka, real quick on Walter for
22.
your Walter, or I'm sorry, your insight into why Walter is crossing his arms.
22.
Oh damn. You can tell this is more of a defensive stance for him, not like attack defense, but more like my feelings are hurt defense.
Please. Your monkey feels like you replaced him, you dick.
Hey, I didn't buy this monkey or this lizard. This lizard just showed up.
I'm gonna stick
He
my
doesn't
hand
have
out to the
attack
lizard.
powers, Walter, and now I have to sit down and have a heated discussion with my flying monkey. I'll catch up, guys. Give me a minute.
All right, Nylar, you reach out your arm and the lizard kind of just cocks his head at you and then crawls up your arm. Now, the lizard is about the size of you. So as it crawls up,
I can still bench press, man. I can
yeah,
do
you're
squat,
like
man.
you're able to bench him because he is all the way around you. His tail's like going to your belly button as his head is laying on your chest.
Where's Traka's trash panda? Or Nylar's trash panda?
I don't know. Where is your trash panda?
My trash panda's mad at me because I failed again, so he's lingering behind me.
Okay. Is he still on a leash?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Like just laying there while you're dragging
Just
him
dragging him,
behind
yeah. What would
On
you
his
like to
back.
ask the lizard?
You want to say goodnight? Say goodnight? Say bye.
Night, Nyla.
Close
Good
mooches.
night. Bye.
Good. Say good night.
Good night.
Night, baby girl. I love you. Sorry. She's going to bed.
We assumed.
Obviously. It makes me sad.
That's how you start
anyway, so
every morning, right?
I'm gonna ask the lizard what
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. Sorry. First off, I'm gonna ask him what his name is, or if he's even got a name.
My name is Jeffrey.
Oh, so it actually is Jeffrey. I thought Traka just gave you a name.
Nope. He told Traka psychically that his name was Jeffrey.
Oh, so he speaks. Oh, he's a magical lizard. I'm gonna ask. Okay, so what was this whole ordeal about with your former master running crazy rampant?
If a lizard could frown, he would be. But his well, speaking of the animals, isn't really like super verbal. It's more understanding feelings and understanding intent. You definitely understand that he is very sad. He definitely seen, or was definitely told to go away because he was in danger, or that Tychus was in danger. My
speak with animals gives me the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts.
Yeah. So the lizard looks at you and he says, "All I know is the Duke was after him, after the map. The map was supposed to contain something I'm not really able to understand that, but he was definitely looking for whatever was given to you. Tychus told me to come to you because he was fearful of my life."
Anything? Did you hear anything else? Anything else going on before the Duke came after you guys?
I know we left very quickly the tower. We seen guards coming towards it, like as we were leaving, so it's probably not safe. I overheard your friend tell me or say that you needed to go there. Probably not a good idea.
Yeah, I
Um,
was just wondering. I was just wondering if we should go there now or wait.
yeah, I definitely wouldn't. The tower was only supposed to be a message for Finn Dizzle. I've not seen him. Do you know where he is?
Oh, Finn Dizzle. He unfortunately he has passed.
He grows even sadder, and he says Finn Dizzle was a good man.
That he was.
I'm hungry.
What are these fucking lizards eat? Bugs? What
I
do you
eat
eat?
bugs.
What
I
are you
eat
hungry
meat.
for?
I eat some fruits and veggies. I'm kind of whatever you want to feed me. I'm cool with. You know.
Bjork's gonna grab the bag of chips that Arcadia is holding up and hand the lizard one of the chips.
Okay.
You can't understand him though, can you? Or is he just saying this to everybody telepathically?
No, he's only talking to you.
Oh,
He kind of looks at you like I'm assuming like you. He kind of
seeing him talk, I'm gonna be like, hey, you probably want a cracker?
Probably want a cracker.
he does grab it and he chomps on it and he kind of is like not the best, but it'll do. Give me more.
Just give him more.
I'm gonna grab the whole bag and I'm just gonna hand it to the lizard.
How is he gonna grab
See
it?
if he takes it.
T-Rex arms.
He more
Oh,
grabs
man.
it. Like he
Read
has.
that later, Brandon.
Like a trough.
I got you, boy. We good.
He's talking, man. It's freaking me out. I don't know. Can he hold it?
I would say he could probably grab a couple. They don't have like opposable thumbs or anything. So what he could grab would probably crumble pretty quickly. But if you feed him, it would be fine.
Here, I'm gonna take Jeff and I'm gonna put him on Bjork's shoulders and be like, hey, he's hungry, feed him.
All right. I would say he cannot go across your entire shoulders. So he kind of just sits on your shoulder instead of being like laid across because you're a half orc, you're ginormous. But you can just feed him like this if you'd like.
Yeah. Well, Nylar's talking to him. I'm just
Okay.
keep feeding him chips.
Awesome. The lizard looks at you, Nylar, and he was like, "We wanted Finn Dizzle to look at the tower because we left him a message, but obviously he's not going to be able to read it or listen to it. All it was is like, hey, we're being tracked. We're being listened to. That Tychus had the map with him and to search him out. But Tychus was able to find you first. I'm not sure how he knew you were the ones, but maybe Finn Dizzle sent him a message. And with about this time, you guys actually start hearing thunder in the distance, and you see a storm coming in. And the first drops of rain start to fall.
We gotta find a shelter, seek shelter. I grab my trash panda. I'm like, come, trash.
Yeah, he just sits there.
Trash.
Oh wait, you can talk to him right now.
I can't talk to him.
Yeah, so he looks at you and he goes, "Fuck you."
I'm trying to be nice here. I mean, you could have been killed by this buffoon of an orc.
And he looks at you and he says, "When you were playing with me earlier, you hurt me. I'm not mad. I'm just a little mad at you right now. Maybe I'll get over it later."
I don't know my own strength. Ask the monkey. Ain't that right, Walter?
And Walter's like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, I love you too, buddy. Sorry, how's your head feeling?
He kind of rubs his head as Traka's.
Snarls his lips back
Yeah.
to show you his teeth.
He's like, "I'll bite you again."
He's a nice guy. He's a good monkey.
And then
Don't shit in my bag, you asshole.
Trash Panda looks at you and goes, "You're not very good with animals, are you?"
Yeah, no. I haven't felt the love of anything in a long time, but
And then the Trash Panda looks and goes, Do I remember someone else killing a bunch of animals?
York's still just feeding chips to
Yeah.
this lizard.
Yeah. And Jeffrey's just like,
Claire
nom.
slowly turns towards
Like,
Dragoon.
he could have killed you like you did everything else.
Yeah, the trash panda kind of like tilts his head towards Dragoon. None of you can understand this except for Nylar. So Dragoon, you just see this trash panda looking at you and snarling his teeth.
Just reach down and flip him off like, fuck you.
He's a
Fucking trash panda.
he tries to replicate, but they only have like, I don't know, like
4
three.
fingers?
3? Is it 4? I don't know. There is no middle finger, and he's just like,
This one actually only has one finger, and it's a middle finger.
it's like, boop.
He gets the point across though,
Yeah.
and I'm just sitting there. We're both staring at each other, flipping each other off, and
So-
it's like, fuck you, dude.
Since you are able to speak with animals, I will convert your 2 failures down to 1. So mark off one of your failures.
But the last one counts as the one failure.
Yeah, it's still you still have
Nudge
1
Nylar.
failure, but
If he's only got 4 fingers, he could always do something like this.
yep,
I have 2 successes and 1 failure. Again.
yeah. About this time, I think it only lasts 10 minutes or an hour?
10 minutes.
Yeah. About this time, the spell wears off. Right as Walter looks at you, goes, "I should tell you the secrets of my people," and then nothing.
Oh,
Oh, damn, that's good.
And then Traka, you just hear him chattering away.
the raccoon looks up and he says, "I've been to space."
Is there no cooldown so I can like, recast it, though? Or
I think your totem only allows once per short rest, maybe. It should
doesn't say
say.
anything.
We can
It
take a
says
look in a
casting
minute.
time 10 minutes, range south, components, duration 10 minutes.
Is there spell slots?
No, it's at will.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit! All right.
So I
Well,
can go, what's up, Mom? What'd you say about the secrets of your people?
and as you do, because it takes.
So,
You said it casts 10. It takes 10 minutes to cast. Is that what you said?
It says casting time 10 minutes.
Yeah, so it takes 10 minutes. About the time that as you get it back going, he's like, and that is the secret of my people.
Throw my hands up. I didn't catch you that, bud. I'm sorry.
Full 10-minute story.
Yeah.
We're walking and he's just sitting there chittering and chittering and chittering.
Dude, that's pretty fucking sweet that you have that. I had no idea. And you can cast it unlimited times.
Oh, I was gonna do it like when we're in battle because I have the
Well, if it
I
takes
just wanted
10
to
minute to
wolf.
cast,
Yeah.
no, I
bear
have
that
the
in
form of a
mind.
wolf. And
I'm
that
gonna
gives me
pick
multiple
Nylar
weapons.
up and set him on my other shoulder and use him to talk to Walter from now on.
Okay. Good to know.
Just keep that at ready so I can talk to my buddy over here.
And then I know Alex had something to say.
Who?
Yeah, I gotta hop off for the night. I gotta call someone about something related to my taxes.
Right on, man. Have a good one.
Talk to you guys later.
Later, man.
Oh, I see what's important.
But yeah,
Yeah, so with that, just keep in mind that whenever it takes 10 minutes to cast the Speak with Animals in the future. So the rest of you, you finish gathering all the equipment that you purchased, Traka. You have the barbed net, the iron claws you're picking up for shark bait, and the 3/4 staff. Like I told you before, you are already proficient in quarterstaves. So you can use this right out of the gate. It has a 15-foot reach for anybody that doesn't know this. He can keep it together, and it's a 5-foot staff hit radius, or he can take it apart and do an extra damage and have extra reach. So,
And
So
I
if he
get to
takes
add
it
my
apart-
proficiency to the attack because I'm proficient with it already.
yeah, so it's still whatever the plus is on your D&D Beyond because it adds it in automatically.
If he takes it apart, can he use it as a part of 2-weapon fighting?
No. It's
Well,
a it's a
it's still
martial weapon.
connected by the chains. I
He
could
get
do
a
2
nunchuck.
hits with it, I would think.
Oh,
So.
okay.
Not like 2 separate weapons, but
He get a
I would
nunchucker. That's
consider
one
a
of those things
staff.
where you go like this and beat yourself in the nuts with it. Nunchucker.
That's only if
It's
he
a
hits a natural
3-section
one.
Staff.
Right.
Don't let her lie.
Okay, you did get the barbed net. Cool. Oh shit, Traka, what happened to the fuck? What's it called? I customized it. Well, let me add
All
that
I
back.
got was the quarterstaff.
It
It's
should.
equipped.
Yeah, it should have been saved as something else. Hold on. All right, I just renamed it 3-section staff. So if you hit it with the full staff, it's 1d6. If you separate it, it's 1d8.
Okay. So it's almost like he hits it with 2 smaller staffs.
Yeah,
so
basically.
It increases to a D8.
Yeah, so it's still 1 hit, but it does more damage, possibly, if you roll well.
To be flippy, spinny ninja shit up in here.
Yep.
Nunchucker.
So you guys, are you going to exit the blacksmith?
I'm saying we make for this tower that we've been trying to find for like 3 days.
No. Lizard Man says do not go.
But
Did
the
you
lizard
miss
told
the-
you not to go.
Oh, yeah.
Lizard said we should not go. It's
Wait a
not a
minute.
good idea to go to the
Wait a
tower.
minute. If we're going to the tower to find a Duke, wasn't a Duke in the bar?
The tower was not for the Duke. The tower was for Tychus, but now Tychus is
Okay.
dead
Oh,
The tower was a signal for
for
Little
Findizzle.
Dizzle.
okay.
Had a
So then I would know we were going to the tower to find Little Tyke, and Little Tyke was just taken by the guards. And what do we do? I say we make for this outdoor camp so we can go over the stuff that the guy left us.
I agree.
Get completely out of
Go back
earshot
to
from
the
any of the
card.
guards.
Check on dude's owl and head for the camp.
Perfect. So
I
you
got an
guys,
appointment to keep.
yeah.
Man, I wish I
So
could've bought
I
a
would say
freaking
you
bag
guys
of them.
start heading towards the stables first to check on your horses. Make sure they're being well fed. Make sure they're being taken care
And
of, and to pay the bill.
I'm gonna toss the stable hand a little bag of 5 gold too
Okay, perfect,
to keep him paid up.
awesome. Walking
I
around
don't have no money.
Dragoon,
Sorry.
you walk to the brothel, or are you heading to the stables?
What time of the day is it right about now?
It is still morning.
I'll go to the stables first and then head there.
Okay, perfect. So you head to the stables. Go ahead and roll a perception check to see if your owl is still there.
14?
You look around and you do see the regurgitation of different smaller mice and smaller creatures, but the owl is nowhere to be seen. You can try to whistle for it or try to attract its attention somehow if you would like by rolling animal handling.
All right.
Oh, with disadvantage because owls are nocturnal and it's the morning.
Oh.
Yeah, a nat 20 and a 13.
13 still pretty good. Not as good as a nat 20, but you look around and you kind of whistle and go to toot, 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 and you hear like a ruffling of feathers. And in the corner, you see your owl. He is very much asleep, but he is currently reacting to your call. So make that a success.
Yes. Sweet.
I am back
Welcome back.
for the remainder of the 14 minutes this time.
You guys are at the stables paying off your bills. And I think you said you're going to the outside camp except for Dragoon after this?
Yeah, the one that Chaka had
Yep.
set up.
Okay, perfect. So Dragoon, you make your way to the brothel as everyone else starts walking towards the camp, unless anyone wants to stay behind. Arcadian doesn't really know where you guys are going. So Arcadian, are you following them, or do you have your own mission to do and catch up with them later?
Messenger.
You're going to call for a messenger?
No, you look at your messenger. That's what I
Oh.
was talking about. Read that later or whatever, I mean, well, now is the time to read that, I guess.
That is not a mission. That is an item. Are you
Right,
going to go?
But look at the very bottom text, the very end of that text. You have to go to a certain place to do it.
Oh,
to
I
get it.
see. I see. Okay.
Right.
A messenger comes running towards you guys, and after the altercation that you guys have had, you're kind of like you almost get into a defensive stance, and the messenger halts in front of you, and he bends down, and he's trying to catch his breath. He is also in a similar robe as Arcadian.
Okay.
And he says, "Arcadian, I'm glad I caught you. We've uncovered an ancient library, and we need your help deciphering some texts. Are you available?"
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. He hands you a piece of parchment, and he says, "Meet us there as soon as you can." And with that, he runs off once more. And for the listeners, Tom will be popping in every once in a while. So during his times that he cannot join because of work, he will be going on his own missions, which could be very interesting. And we will do. He may come back for some fun. Go ahead.
Can I throw a perception to see if I hear something about that library?
They were not being quiet, so I would say you're probably able to hear them.
I want to walk over to Arcadia and ask him if he can look up information about cross mutations in Dragonborns.
You got that down, Arcadian?
Yeah.
I was going to say, should you have him throw a history just to see if he knows already without looking?
Actually, it's a good point. Go ahead and roll a history check, Arcadian.
Just assuming since I heard him talking about...
This is...
No, if you roll high, I'll be able to explain it.
18.
We want Doc to do it.
No, don't let me do it. I have no freaking clue.
You're the smart one now, Doc. You have to do it.
So,
Malak
Arcadian,
is the adult. You're the smart one, so you have to explain it.
Arcadian, you think back, and you've never really heard of cross mutations or cross breeding with the knowledge you have now. But you can definitely do some research in the library that you're going to, and maybe hopefully find something that will help him in his endeavors.
And can I throw a history check just to be safe?
A what check?
Yeah, go ahead. He wants to roll history.
We're almost done. I'm rolling shit right now. Oh, that nice away.
Here we are. Dude, boys, I'm rolling good. That's a nat 20.
Hey, me too.
All right. Plus what?
+2.
Okay. Nylar plus what?
Oh, I was just fucking around, but I'll do a history check.
You guys are adventurers. You guys have been out and about, so it's totally possible.
What are we rolling again?
History.
Oh yeah, that's 23.
Still not enough. Neither of you have heard of crossbreeding. It is very rare.
I've seen some shit. Have you seen the
So-
prostitutes in here?
So
That
with,
is still not
with
enough.
this mission that I'm supposed to be going to, I can definitely look into the research of that for you.
I thank you. If any little bits of information that you find can honestly help. So I greatly appreciate you looking into it.
Awesome. So
Bjork, I'm just standing here confused about the whole conversation, and
for sure.
I'm starting to run out of chips, but I'm still feeding my lizard.
Yeah. And he's slowly he's starting to get full, so he's not eating as often. But he's still accepting it every once in a while. You kind of hold your hand there for quite a while, and he's like begrudgingly like, "Oh, ow," and you hold another one up. Ugh.
Yeah, as he goes to take a little bite, I'm just sticking the whole chip in his mouth,
Yeah.
Like the Grinch where he keeps stuffing stuff in his mouth.
Exactly.
I'm picturing Jafar.
Yeah, pretty much. With that, you guys head to the campsite. Dragoon heads to the brothel. Dragoon, roll a just a
Can I-
regular d20, nothing attached to it.
Can I make a little different here in this? I would like to go to that library
Yes.
at the end of this
Yes.
instead of going right away immediately.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You can hold off until you're ready to leave.
Okay.
Can I also go to the brothel Dragoon, please?
Yeah, if you'd like to.
Malak hasn't had any in a while.
Okay.
18.
Okay, you're able to find it pretty quickly. You haven't gone to the brothel from the stables before, so you're kind of just trying to remember exactly the route to go. But you're able to follow pretty quickly. Malak is able to follow you along. You walk in, and the lady behind the desk smiles really big, and she goes, "She's ready for you, good sir." And she walks you to the room.
Oh, excuse me.
Yay.
Malak, she comes back, and you're kind of just standing there awkwardly because she left and took him away, and you're kind of just and she comes back and she goes, "Can I help you, sir?"
So I would like to ask if she has any busty maidens available.
Busty maidens?
Yeah, a little bit of junk in the trunk and a little bit of some milk in the teeth if you catch my drift.
Okay. She looks at you. She goes, "We have ladies of all sizes. Here's a catalog," and she hands a book, or she has a book down, and you can flip through the pages, and there's drawings of each, so you can make your choice. It is early morning, so all of them are available.
What's the quality of the drawings?
Yeah,
Not bad,
We need a
actually.
description on this book.
I need to know names and brief descriptions.
Yeah, so they have the specs, 36, 24, 36. I don't know. I'm just throwing out numbers now. But there are all different races, all different styles of women. There are also men. There are also neither. And then there's in the very back of the book, there is also just a list of people, or a list and a couple pictures. Not all of them have pictures. That just says companions. And roll a perception check.
What kind of brothel did you go to?
The main.
A good one.
I went to the one we went to.
Yeah, the main
This is
one.
the
That's a
gynecologist's
dirty
office,
point.
right?
No,
I mean,
he's about to.
hey.
That's a dirty 20, Brandon.
You look through, and a name pops out at you. In the companion field, and it is the name of Chastity. And with that, we will end tonight's session.
That was me adding you,
This
Curtis.
bitch, dude.
Yeah, I got it.
Bruh.
So,
I had a feeling that we were coming back around.
yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, we're coming. Well, it'll show up. With that, we will end tonight's session. We will pick up next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. But be sure to check out this Sunday for a pirate campaign DM'd by Anthony. You guys know him as Traka. Fucking love this campaign. It's amazing. I get to be a fucking pirate. It's awesome.
Wait, so that's Sunday?
Yep, we have pirate campaigns on Sunday, Tom. So if you want to join that, or if you can join that, get with Anthony about it because he's controlling everything there. For the rest of you and all of our
The
viewers,
giant voice in the sky.
thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the bits. Brian, thanks for resubscribing. I saw that. Don't think I didn't. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good week. Be safe tomorrow night, please. No drinking and driving. Call a fucking AAA. They give free tows and free rides home on New Year's Eve. Do not drink and
Stay
drive.
at a friend's house.
Stay at a friend's. Just
Whose
please
toes are they?
drive safe. Wear your seatbelts. Love each other. Be kind to each other. But most importantly, love yourselves. Have a good night, everybody. And fuck cancer.
Cancer.
Fuck
Cancer.
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 Don't
Wear your
forget the
fucking
rain.
seatbelts.